Alright, let's move this up here. Once again, good evening, everyone. We are back once again for the Sunday night football matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Los Angeles Chargers. And yes, this is the only Steelers jersey I have, so please do not sue me. But once again, we are here for week number 10, I believe is what it is. Yes, it is week 10, right. They are remembering the loss of Marshawn Nealon. And we are just minutes away from kickoff. So without further ado, we'll join them with a moment of silence. And also today is the passing of the former commissioner, Paul Tagliabue, I think is what his last name is. Tagliabue, yes. He was 85, so we'll join the moment of silence for that as well. But once again, we are a couple minutes away from kickoff, so welcome on in, everyone. If you're enjoying this kind of stuff, drop a like, hit the subscribe button. We're on the road to 1,450 subscribers. Comment down below what you guys want me to do next. Once again, we are doing the Steelers and Chargers game tonight, and the Eagles and Packers game tomorrow night. As for the NBA scores, we'll go through them real quick. The Sixers are tied with the Pistons 42-42. That game has 9 minutes left to go in the second. And then the Knicks are crushing the Nets. They're up 127-97. 2:53 left in that one. And then the Celtics are up 10. They're up 96-86 against the Magic. They have 5.5 minutes left in the game in that one. Excuse me. And the Thunder, they're up 112-98 over the Grizzlies. There's a minute and a half left in that one. And the only remaining game that is yet to be played in the NBA tonight is the Timberwolves and the Sacramento Kings. That game will start at 9 o'clock. In the world of Shell, the world of hockey, I don't know why I said Shell. Thank you, NHL 24, rather random stuff games. The Maple Leafs are up 3-2 over the Hurricanes. That game is going to be heading into the second period. The Senators, they're up 2-1 over the Utah Mammoth. 12:47 left in the second in that one. The Stars are up 2-1 over the Kraken. 9.5 minutes left in the second in that one. And the Flames and the Wild just got underway. There's only 14 minutes left in the first period for that one. 2 more games are yet to play just yet. One is the Avalanche taking on the Vancouver Canucks. The Canucks have not lost in overtime just yet. They will play at 10 o'clock. And then the Winnipeg Jets, who also have not lost in overtime just yet, will be taking on the Anaheim Ducks. They will also play at 10 o'clock. And the only game on for college basketball right now is the University of Southern Miss, going against South Carolina. Southern Miss going against South Carolina. They're up 65-54. 3 minutes left in that one. Only one more game left in that slate. It is Washington going against Baylor. That game will start at 8:30. But once again, the 5-3 Steelers will travel to LA to face the 6-3 Los Angeles Chargers. They have finished with the national anthem, and we will be underway in just a minute. They're going to interview Keenan Allen, who I benched in fantasy in favor of Khalil Shakir. We'll see if that pays off tonight. 954 career receptions with the Chargers, tied, well, one away from tying the career record on a team. I didn't see who it was. But once again, we will have the penalties counter right here. Steelers are on the top left, Chargers on the top right. So we'll get this game underway once the kick is away. Damn, people are already buying packs. But once again, I will be streaming the Eagles and Chargers game. Not Eagles, Chargers. Eagles-Packers game tomorrow night. Oh my god. Eagles-Packers are on tomorrow. I will be streaming that one. Antonio Gates with Keenan Allen in that interview. He is the league ambassador for the team. And yes, don't harass me for the Juju jersey. This is the only Steelers jersey I have. So please don't sue me. Mike Tomlin once again has no losing seasons just yet as being the head coach of the Steelers. The Sixers actually have the lead. Congrats to them. But once again, we're about just like 15-20 seconds away from kickoff. Looks like Mekhi Becton will be playing tonight. The former Eagle having a lot of injury problems so far this year. A lot of Steelers fans making their way to LA tonight as well. Whole big section there. Le'Veon Bell jersey there with Troy Polamalu 2 seats away. Boswell jersey. Roethlisberger jersey. TJ Watt jersey. Rodgers Packers shirt. Steelers fans do travel. I'll give them that. They really do travel. The Steelers will get the ball first to start this game off. That is not George Pickens because he wears number 14 on. Okay, so yeah. So Cameron Dicker will be kicking this ball away to the Steelers here to begin this game. 50 kickoffs and 7 touchbacks. I believe that. No, it won't be Calvin Austin because he's 19. But once again, Cameron Dicker will be kicking this ball away, and here it goes, way to the right, and that ball go out of bounds. It does go out of bounds, so the Steelers getting great field position to start this game off. First penalty of the day, and it goes to Cameron Dicker. Free kick out of bounds for Cameron Dicker, and we will have the Steelers offense on the field for 1st and 10. We'll have Pat Freiermuth, Aaron Rodgers, Jalen Warren, DK Metcalf, among many, many others. Ben Skoranek in there as well. Troy Fontanu being the right tackle. We'll have a 1st and 10 at the 40. For the Steelers here, Jalen Warren right behind Rodgers, maybe like 5 yards or so. They're going to pitch it off to him. And there is a flag. It might be a false start because it is a stoppage. It is indeed a false start. We're going to have 2 penalties off rip. It is on Andreas Pete. There, the left tackle. Sorry, left guard, excuse me. Pete being a 3-time Pro Bowl selection with the Saints. Making his season debut for the Steelers. It is a 1st and 15 now. Rodgers once again under center. And there's another stoppage. Are they having clock problems? Love how they're showing an ad for YouTube TV, and YouTube TV doesn't even have any Disney channels. That's crazy. But anyways, I think everything's all good now. Clock will stay at 15 minutes. We're going to have a 1st and 15 for the Steelers. First official play of the game might be here. Warren will be to Rodgers' right. Washington will motion to the left a little bit. They're going to drop back. Rodgers looking to his right. He's going to dump it to Jaylen Warren, who almost dropped it. And he's going to get a gain about 2 or 3 there. So great play by Jaylen Warren there to keep it above the ground. It would be 2nd and 12. 2025 through Week 9 for Aaron Rodgers. 17 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. Most by a Steelers quarterback since Big Ben in 2021. Once again, it will be 2nd and 12 here. 14:26 left in the first. Rodgers will have Warren to his right once again. It's going to be a drop back. He's going to throw it to the right quickly. It is caught by Calvin Austin. That'll be a gain of about, I'd say, 8. So it'll be 3rd and a very medium 4. So 3rd and medium here. They're going to keep Metcalf. This time Kenneth Gainwell will be in with Calvin Austin and Rodgers. Third and 4, we're going to have Kenneth Gainwell to the right. Washington, I believe, is also motioning to the right as well. Rodgers snaps it, looks to his left. He's going to fake it. He's going to run back to the middle, and it is incomplete. Intended for Calvin Austin. And all that, and the Steelers have to punt. Yeah, Rodgers trying to escape from the sack, and he just throws under pressure. So there, he's going to fake it. He's going to run to the left. He's going to go back to the middle, and he's going to throw it very contested and under pressured. So it would be cordless Waitman to punt it away to Davis. Punt is away. And they are at the 12-yard line. He made a fair catch. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Chargers once we come back. 1st and 10 for the Chargers. They're going to show the Chargers offense, by the way. So that's why it's like this. So we got Justin Herbert with Ladd McConkey, Keenan Allen. Looks like Vidal is in as well with Johnston. 1st and 10. It looks like an I formation for the Chargers. They're going to have a motion receiver. Herbert's going to give it to Vidal. Vidal is going to get about a yard. It's about a yard or 2, but it looks like it's just about one there. So it's still 2nd down. Herbert so far has 18 touchdowns to 8 interceptions. He is 2nd in the league for touchdowns. It will be 2nd and 8 here. Herbert with Vidal to his left, it looks like. They're going to have a motion receiver. They're going to give it a fake play action. They're going to give it to Trey Harris, who is stopped behind the line of scrimmage for about a loss of 1. And it's going to be 3rd and 9. Chargers at their own 12 here on 3rd down. Trey Harris couldn't break off the tackle from the Steelers. So it is 3rd and 9. Might have been Brandon Eccles. It is Brandon Eccles there with the tackle there. Vidal to Herbert's left on 3rd and 9 from the 11.5-yard line. Herbert is going to drop back, looking to his left. He's going to throw it. Incomplete through the hands of Oronde Gadsden. And the Chargers will have to punt. So, with that, back-to-back punts on both the team's first drives. Gadsden against Joey Porter on there. And it just went through the tips of Gadsden's hands. He could have had it, but he didn't. So J.K. Scott will give it to the rookie Williams here, who will be returning. .12:10 on the clock. The punt is away, almost getting blocked. Ooh, and the punt is out of bounds. No chance for a return. That ball landed in Chargers territory at the 45-yard line. 46-yard line of the Chargers. Not a great punt from J.K. Scott. Only a 34-yard punt, and the Steelers have great field position once again to try and get at least a touchdown here. We're going to go ahead and go to a commercial break so you guys are not missing anything. But as of right now, it is both teams punting on their first drive. And then as for NBA, there's only 2 games on right now. Oh, wait, I lied. There's only 2 games left. The Pacers and the Warriors played 8:30. I forgot I favored them. But the Sixers were up. Good. 54-48. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Is anyone at a double-double just yet? No. Drummond has 10 points already. Jabari Walker has 12. What kind of world are we living in with Jabari Walker has 12 points? Okay, sure. If you say so. And Washington and Baylor just got underway, so that's great. Nice TV quality from YouTube TV there. Nice sounding scooter there too. Good stuff. Good stuff. I actually think you just heard that too. I think you actually just heard that. That is comical. Russell Westbrook is fine, yeah. Okay, yeah, they play at 9, so okay. But anyways, a couple upsets in the NFL this week. The Saints beat the Panthers 17-7. The Texans beat the Jaguars without C.J. Stroud 36-29. The Bills lost to the Dolphins 30-13. The Colts walked it off in overtime, 31-25, and I should have kept Tyler Algier because he dropped 2 touchdowns. Patriots are still winning. They won 28-23, excuse me. And it looks like the Commanders and Dolphins will be going to Madrid next week, and I believe that is it for the international games this year. So we are back. They're showing the sky cam, which is not really in the sky if it's in a dome. 12:04 left in the first. Steelers will have it in Chargers territory once again. 1st and 10. Looks like Jaylen Warren will be to Rodgers' right. Skoranek will motion to the right. Rodgers will go ahead and snap the ball. They're going to give it to Jaylen Warren running to the right. And he's got about a nice 4 yards. And we're going to have to go ahead and go to 2nd and 6 here. 2nd and 6, they're going to show the Chargers defense. Denzel Perryman, Cam Hart, Derwin James, Elijah Molden, Dante Jackson. With Jesse Mentor being the defensive coordinator in his 2nd season. 2nd and 6, looks like Warren will stay to the right. 7 on the play clock. They're going to snap it and give it to Warren once again. This time it's about 2 yards. 1 or 2 yards there, and it's going to be 3rd and medium once again. Denzel Perryman there to make the tackle. And Warren will be taken out in favor for Kenneth Gainwell. Yeah, Perryman was just not blocked. He was wide open because the lineman just double-teamed the one player that was already down. But it is 3rd and 5. The Steelers have 87 rushing yards per game, the 3rd fewest in the league. Gainwell will go ahead and be to Rodgers' left here on 3rd and 5. They have to snap this ball really quick. They do. He's looking to the right, running to the left. Rodgers in trouble. He's going to chuck it deep. Wide open, and it's overthrown to DK Metcalf. Overthrown to DK Metcalf by about 3 yards, and the Steelers will have to punt. Tuli Tuipulotu in there to provide the pressure to Rodgers. Broderick Jones just did not. He just got bull rushed. But yeah, Metcalf did a post and he was there. It's just that Rodgers just overthrew him. Oh, they're doing the field goal. The kick is up. This is the 59-yard field goal. Why did I doubt Chris Boswell? The kick is good. And the Steelers have the first points of the game. I don't know why I doubted Chris Boswell. I forgot Chris Boswell can kick from like 85 yards, especially when your special teams coordinator chews more gum than he has in his past, I don't know, what 25 years? So shoot. Okay, my bad. Alright, my bad, guys. Chris Boswell did get a field goal. It was a 59-yard field goal. That was no gimme. But you're also in a dome, and that kind of negates it, too. But it is now 3-0 Steelers. So they are the first team to put points on the board. Sixers are still up 54-48. And the Celtics will go ahead and get the win at the final score being 110-105. Derek White might add another point there. There's only 6.1 seconds left, and Derek White's taking free throws. He already missed the first one. Well, he missed the second one. No, he didn't. Okay. So the final score will be 111-105. Happy Sunday. Hello, everyone. What's up, Daniel? How you doing tonight, man? How you doing? Once again, if you're joining in, drop a like, hit the subscribe button. I will be streaming the Eagles and Packers game tomorrow night. Hopefully the Eagles win, because it would be sad if they wouldn't. Especially going against a team like the Packers. But, hey, happens. South Carolina and Southern Miss are actually going to go to overtime. They're tied at 70. And we're still under commercial break. Okay, yeah. So, actually, I never changed the, okay, I never changed the possession there. My bad. Still trying to get the hang of this. This is what, my third football game calling this? Oh, it's 111-107. Okay, Magic are really not trying to stop scoring there. And they're showing a Wicked commercial. But if you have any questions as well, I want to add this in real quick. If you have any questions that you want to ask me, you can go ahead and ask them in the chat. I'll try my best to answer them to the best I can. There is 10:24 left in the first, and Chris Boswell will kick it away back to the Chargers. Looks like everybody is ready. The kickoff is away. Williams will be there to get the ball. He's going to return from the 10, 15, 20, 25, and he's down at the 31. So 1st and 10 for the Chargers. And we're going to see the Steelers defense. Keanu Benton with Cameron Hayward, Derek Harmon, TJ Watt, Alex Smith, Patrick Queen, Peyton Wilson, Darius Slay, having an injured season, Jalen Ramsey, now the safety, Kyle Duggar, and Joey Porter Jr. 1st and 10, looks like Vidal will be to the right of Herbert. Herbert will go ahead and snap it and drop back. He's looking to his left. He's going to throw it to the left, and it is, incomplete to Ladd McConkey. I don't think McConkey, he obviously knew it was going to go to him, but he just couldn't get there in time to get the catch. So it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Chargers. See the replay here. Going against Eccles. It went through his hands. Might have been a little bit high for McConkey, but it was through his hands. So 2nd and 10. Herbert alone in shotgun. They're going to go 5 wide here. Herbert. Motion tight end. They're going to drop back. It's going to be thrown and caught to Quentin Johnston. I think he's a yard short from the first. He will be a yard short from the first. So with that, it'll be 3rd and 1 10 minutes left in the first. Herbert has the tie shoe. 9:54, 9:53, 9:52, 9:51. We're going to have a I formation. Oh, we're going to have a QB sneak here for the Chargers. And he is going to be short. Steelers not playing around with the lightning push. They are not playing around with the Charger. And it's going to be 4th and short. 4th and 1 here. Will they try it again? They're 0 for 1 on the Charger push. They're going to do it again. Will they go 1 for 2? Or will Herbert be stopped once again? Herbert on 4th and 1. He is going to get it for the first down. He will have it. It is enough for the first. They go 1 for 2 on the tush push. Actually, no, screw it. We're adding the tush push counter. We're adding the tush push counter now. We're getting the tush push counter. I know it's only for the Eagles, but screw it. They've already done 2 of them. Why not put them on? So it is 1st and 10 once again for the Chargers. Patterson is in behind Herbert. 5 on the play clock, down to 3. They're going to pitch it to Patterson. Patterson will be stopped maybe about for a gain of 2. 1 or 2 there. Tackled by Peyton Wilson, and it will be 2nd and 9. 8 minutes left in the first. Greg Roman calling the plays here for the offense. 2nd season with the Chargers. 2nd and 9 for the Chargers at their 43-yard line. Looks like Patterson is still in to the right. They're going to get the snap. Looking to his right is Herbert. It's caught by Gadsden. It looked like the Steelers jumped off sides, but they didn't call it. So it's going to be a gain of 6. It's going to be 3rd and 3. Herbert looking to his right. He's going to throw it to the middle for Gadsden. Nothing else he could do there but just to hold on for dear life. Gadsden, in his rookie year, drafted in the 5th round out of Syracuse, coming out from the new Carrier Dome. 3rd and 3 for the Chargers. Looks like Highsmith is on the line there. McConkey in motion to the left. Back to the right. He's going to drop back. Herbert's going to look to his left. Herbert's going to throw it, and it's almost intercepted. Almost intercepted by Joey Porter Jr. Oh my God. It was in his hands. It was in his hands. Oh, dude. Chargers will have to punt this ball away, but what a break from Justin Herbert. It was in his hands. He almost had it. Oh my God. J.K. Scott will go ahead and punt this ball away to, but I believe it is Ryan Williams, the rookie receiver, or running back. Okay, snap is away, kick is away, and the Steelers will go ahead and get the ball at the 6. So the Steelers will get the ball at the 6 when we come back from commercial break. It will be 1st and 10. But once again, we are on a commercial break, so you are not going to be missing anything. Herbert only has 14 passing yards compared to Rodgers' 11. That's some great stuff right there. And then Sixers are up 10 at half. That's actually great for me. I really need them to win. Does Durant have more points? Oh, they both have the same points. And Durant can have more points. Screw it. But yeah, the Pacers and Warriors game just actually got underway. The Warriors are up 8-4 right now. 8 minutes left in that one. Just over 8 minutes, I should say, not completely. Flames and Wild are tied at 0-0 after the first intermission. Second intermission for the Kraken and the Stars. The Stars are up 2-1 over the Kraken. The Senators are up 3-2 over the Utah Mammoth. Also in the second intermission. And the Hurricanes are up 4-2 over the Hurricanes. I also realize I have Chris Boswell in my fantasy league. I forgot. Why did I not realize I have Chris Boswell in my fantasy league? I knew I started him. I don't know why I'm just blanking that I keep forgetting that Chris Boswell is amazing. But yeah. Something. And then they're showing a Royal Caribbean ad. Bro. So far, there's been 3 punts and 3 points scored for both teams. Steelers are the only team to actually score. Where is my Phillies rally towel? There's my. That's not my rally towel. There's my Phillies rally towel. Shoot. Shoot. Patrick Queen on the left on the screen here that is being shown. Jim Harbaugh to the right. 1st and 10 for the Steelers at the 6-yard line. They're going to have Warren behind at the end zone there. Behind Rodgers. They're going to have a motion tight end. I believe that's Washington. They're going to pitch it to... Oh, that's not even Warren. That's Caleb Johnson there. The rookie running back losing 2 yards. They always pitch it to the right. Why? They're giving the rookie some snaps. That's okay, but when you're at the 6-yard line, don't know if you want to be doing that just yet. Yeah, Darnell Washington trying to get there for the block, and all the Chargers were there to stop Caleb Johnson. But Caldwell is getting treated for something. It's going to be 2nd and 12. Looks like Caleb Johnson's still into Rodgers' left. They're going to snap it and give it to him once again. This time it'll be about to the 9. So about a gain of 5 there, and it'll be 3rd and 7. 5:45 left on the first quarter. Caleb Johnson being the 3rd round selection by the Steelers from the University of Iowa. They're going to go ahead and put Johnson back on the sideline. It's 3rd and 7. I believe Kenneth Gainwell will be in. He will. Gainwell being way outside of Rodgers' right here on 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7, Rodgers. 4 on the play clock here. 2, they snap it. He's going to look to the left. Rodgers running to the right. He's going to juke out Khalil Mack, and he's going to go down. That is a safety. Aaron Rodgers gets safetied by the Chargers. And it is a 3-2 ball game. 3-2 is your score. Khalil Mack gets there because Aaron Rodgers mistakenly went to the right. Oh my God. He also lost the ball too, but still. But it is now your score being the Steelers 3 and the Chargers 2. Chargers will go ahead and get the ball back. Steelers offensive line not holding their ground early so far, especially when they're at their own end zone. 5:09 left in the first. I believe Chris Boswell will go ahead and punt this ball away. Or he's going to go back to the sideline. Alright, here he comes. Chris Boswell getting a T. Once again, he's going to kick this ball off to the Chargers. It's going to be Williams to return this. From the 20-yard line will be Chris Boswell. Everybody is at the 40 and the 35 of the Chargers. And the kick is away. This kick is very deep. Williams will get it at the 15, the 20, 25, 30, and down at the 34. And it will be 1st and 10 for the Chargers. Gain of 25 there on the return. Chargers have a 19 O-line changes so far this year. 17 pressures per game, the highest in the season. And 9 hits per game, the second highest over the last 20 seasons. Matlock and Vidal are in an I formation on 1st and 10. Matlock motioning. They're going to have Vidal get the ball here. He's going to get about 3. So Vidal gets 3. It is 2nd and 7. Chargers trying to make it a 9-point play with a touchdown and the extra point added on with the safety. It's going to be 2nd and 7 for the Chargers. Vidal's into Herbert's right. Now motions to the left. He's going to be going back to the right, back to Herbert's left, I should say. And he's going to go back to the right. And then Herbert's going to look to the left. He's going to drop back. He's going to run up the middle. He's going to keep it, and he's going to get about 2. So about 2 yards there, looks like. And it'll be 3rd and 5. If I'm correct. So either way, it's going to be 3rd and medium from the Chargers here. 5.1 rushes per game. 34 rushing yards per game so far. 3-2 is your score. It's going to be 3rd and 4 from the 40-yard line. Herbert will go ahead and have Keenan Allen motion to the left, and that's going to be a false start. Left tackle jumped way too early enough to be absolutely laughed at by the refs. That would be on the left tackle, Deculus. Deculus? I don't know, but it's going to make it a 3rd and 9. He jumped way too early. Way too early. So it's going to be 3rd and 9, Vidal to Herbert's right here. Allen to the right as well, towards the sideline. They're going to have a motion man. Will be McConkey. Herbert will look to throw the middle. It is through the hands of Quentin Johnston. Incomplete, and Quentin Johnston has forgotten to catch a football once again. Quentin Johnston has forgotten how to catch a football. Chargers are averaging 1.9 yards, and the Steelers are averaging 1.1. Herbert was looking to his left, and he found Quentin Johnston. Johnston just couldn't hold on, and now he has Butterfingers once again. J.K. Scott he'll go ahead and punt this ball away to Williams. Scott will go ahead. 5 on the play clock. They're going to go ahead and get this ball away. No attempt for a block there. The ball will be caught at the 10, returned to the 15, to the 20, to the 21 goes Williams. And with that, we're going to have a 1st and 10 for the Steelers. Once we are back, 3-2 is your score. Yikes. Yeah, no, don't show me the score in a lifetime. 15-6 is your score for the Warriors above the Pacers. 5:41 left in the first in that one. I'm actually going to go ahead and see if I need to make any changes. You can go. We'll put on this guy. Yes, okay, 3 penalties. We're good. We are good. Yeah, somehow 3-2 is our score. With 3:11 left in the first. If you have any questions to spend the time, you can go ahead and ask them in the chat. I will be trying my best to answer any of them. Right now they're showing the Applebee's commercial where you get an Ultimate Trio. I mean, is there really anything else I need to say? I mean, once again, I'm going to be calling the Eagles and Packers game tomorrow night. So if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of the streams that I do, any of the videos I make, and any of the shorts that I decide to take in post. What in the commercial? Yeah, don't ever show that commercial ever again. The Steelers, so far, overthrowing DK Metcalf by about 3.5 yards. Dropping a complete interception by Joey Porter Jr. And Aaron Rodgers going to the back of the end zone for a safety. Steelers football, am I right, guys? The first quarter possessions for them so far has been a punt, a field goal, and a safety. 1st and 10, we don't have to worry about the safety just yet. We're at the 21-yard line for Pittsburgh. Rodgers will have Warren on the right. He's going to drop back. He's going to look to the left. It's caught by Metcalf, and he's got a first down around the 39 or the 40. So it is a first down for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Metcalf making a quick in route, and he was able to hold on to this one. So we're going to have a 1st and 10. That was a gain of 19 there. Rodgers up to 30 passing yards. Warren to Rodgers' left here on 1st and 10. Skoranek, the motion man. They're going to give it to Warren, who is going to get hit very hard there for a gain of, 4? So it'll be 2nd and 6 for the Steelers here at the 44 of the, on their side, I should say. Once again, Denzel Perryman making a tackle. Making some great plays early. Looks like it was Gilman and Perryman there. Warren to the Rodgers is right here on 2nd and 6. We will have a motion man once again. Rodgers will look to the right this time. He's going to throw it, and it is caught. It is caught by Darnell Washington, and we're going to have another first down for the Steelers. Gain of 15, and they are in Chargers territory. Less than 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Washington making a very long in route there. The 300-pound tight end from the University of Georgia in his 3rd season, drafted in the 3rd round of the 2023 draft. 1:20 left in the first. Rodgers on 1st and 10 at the 41 of the Chargers. Yeah. They're going to pitch it to Jaylen Warren to the left. Warren breaks some tackles, and he's going to get tackled for a gain of 9. And he's going to have a 2nd and short coming up. Less than a minute left in this first quarter. One more play, and they will end this first quarter. Extra man on the left. They decide to run it to the left. Darnell Washington doing some great blocking there against Tuli Tuipulotu. And 1st and 10, Rodgers under center this time. 33 seconds on the play clock. 30 seconds left in the first quarter. And the Steelers call a timeout. Steelers call their first timeout of this game. They are down to 2. Bo Derek, Reggie Miller, Mookie Betts, all people in the stadium tonight. even Dan Fouts, 1993 Hall of Famer, and Troy Polamalu wearing a fedora. Snoop Dogg is also in the building. Alright, so 25 seconds left in the first. Rogers will go ahead and go and be under center once again. It's going to be motion man for the Steelers from left to right. Looks like Warren will be in once again behind Rogers. They're going to go ahead and do a play. Nope, they're going to give it to Warren here. He's going to have enough for the first. He's going to be out the 30, I believe. So it's going to be a 1st and 10. That will be the last play of the first quarter. And with that, after 1 quarter, the score is the Steelers 3, the Chargers 2. What the hell, man? 3-2 is the score after the first quarter. Oh my God. But once again, we're on a commercial break. I still can't believe that the score is 3-2. But hey, it is what it is, I guess. But once again, if you are new here and you like this kind of stuff, drop a like, hit the subscribe button. We're on the road to 1,450 subscribers. Comment down below what you guys want me to do next. And once again, I will be streaming the Eagles and Packers game tomorrow night. And hopefully it goes well as planned. The Sixers are up 68-65 over the Pistons. The Pistons are actually on an 8-0 run right now. Make that a 9-0 run. And probably more. You know, it's a 9-0 run. Okay. 9-0 run for the Pistons here. It's 68-66. Cunningham has 7 points. And the Warriors are up 15-11. Yeah, that's a score. 3:10 left in the first in that one. Nobody making any shots in this one. Really got to start charging my phone. It's down to 23%. In the world of NHL, we have the Maple Leafs up 4-3 over the Carolina Hurricanes. That game's in second intermission. The Mammoth and the Senators are tied at 3. They're coming out at the second intermission. They actually just allowed a score. Utah actually made this game tied at 3. The Stars are up 2-1 over the Kraken. There's 14:45 left in the third in that one. And the Flames and Wild are still tied, actually coming out of the second there. 17 minutes left in that one. So once again, Steelers and Chargers game is going to be in the second quarter, where the Steelers are up with the score of 3-2. Yeah, exactly. So, Dean Spanos, being the owner and chairman for the Chargers, eating some popcorn. Rodgers on 1st and 10, looks like Warren to the left. They're going to have a motion man, looks like to be a tight end. They're going to drop to the right. He's going to give it to Pat Frymouth. Frymouth breaking a tackle there, and he's going to be down for a gain of 9. And we're going to have a 2nd and 1 once again. And that play will give the Steelers into the red zone. Frymouth being the motion man from the right to the left. He's going to fake block. I don't know why I said that, but it was a fake block against Khalil Mack. So now it's 2nd and 1. They're going to have a motion man. Looks like to be Jalen Warren. Rodgers is under center. Rodgers will give it to Caleb Johnson here on the 2nd and 1. He's going to get down for a 1st down, but there is a flag. And this might be coming back. Holding on the offense. So with that, we're going to have a 2nd and 11. We're going to have another penalty for the Steelers' fourth penalty of this game. That was Troy Faltanu there with the hold. Number 76. So it makes it a 2nd and 10 or 11 the way you would probably think. 14 minutes left in the second. Rodgers will have Jaylen Warren to the right here. 69 total yards for the Steelers so far. Rodgers with 5 on the play clock has a motion man. It's going to be play action. Rodgers dropping back, looking to his right. He's going to throw it. It's caught by that's not DK Metcalf. That is Jonnu Smith. He holds on, and he's down at the 10 for a first down. Jonnu Smith bobbles it. Does he have possession of the ball? He looks like he does. Barely holding on to that football. He had to jump for it and try to keep possession of it. Jonnu Smith actually held on to this football. I think he held on. But the Chargers are going to challenge this. Chargers will go ahead and challenge this play. I'll be back. Jeez. Yeah. Well, I'll probably come down around 10 and get my laundry. Alright. I'm back, don't worry. I'm right here, don't worry. I didn't go anywhere. They're still showing commercials, so don't worry. I'm guessing they're still saying... It's reversed! It's an incomplete pass. Incomplete pass from Jonnu Smith. He could not hold on. And with that, it is, what is it, 3rd and 11? 3rd and 10? Guess they found something that made it where Jonnu Smith didn't hold on to the ball. So it's 3rd and 10. They're going to have game all go out, and Rodgers will go shotgun here. Rodgers will drop back, look to his right. He's going to throw it the game all short, and he's going to get about 3. So it's going to be a 4th and 7 here for the Steelers, and Chris Boswell will be coming out to kick the field goal. And then while they switch over, I'm going to do that. And Chris Boswell has already made a 59-yard field goal. This one's about a 45-yarder. Right hash kick is up. It is no good. Oh my. Chris Boswell missing a field goal. That's a rarity. So, the Chargers, they get lucky as Chris Boswell misses the kick wide right. So they get the ball back once again from the 35-yard line, and we'll go to a quick commercial break. Under the phone. Once again, your score is 3-2 in favor of the Steelers. Chargers will get the ball back once again. 13-10 left in the second. Herbert will have Vidal behind him by about 5 or so yards. Matlock will go ahead and go behind Herbert in between Vidal. Herbert will throw it quickly. It's a screen pass to Trey Harris, and he's going to be down at the 40. That's a gain of 5. So it's going to be 2nd and 5 once again for the Chargers. Quick screenplay from Herbert there. Not a bad selection there on 1st and 10. They weren't ready for it. So it's going to be 2nd and 5 at the 40. Herbert only having 19 passing yards on 4 out of 8 attempts. Vidal will go to Herbert's right here. Trey Harris being the motion man. It's going to go from the right to the left, back to the right a little bit. Herbert will go ahead and do another quick pass to Quentin Johnston here. And Quentin Johnston's down to the 48.5. He's going to have enough for the Chargers' first down here. Chargers are making some quick plays here against the Steelers' defense. 12-10 left in the second here. 3 first downs so far for the Steelers, 2 for the Chargers. 12:04, 12:03, 12:02, 12:01, 12 minutes left in the second. Herbert on 1st and 10 with Vidal to his right. Herbert he drops back. He's going to throw it deep, and it is overthrown to Quentin Johnston. That is incomplete. Quentin Johnston was not able to get that one. That was not even close. He just highballed it. Quentin Johnston going against the former Eagle, Darius Slay, in coverage. Great coverage from Darius Slay. Quentin Johnston just couldn't get the hand up there just quick enough, it looks like. So it's 2nd and 10 for the Chargers. Vidal will go ahead and go back to Herbert's right here. 7 on the play clock. They're going to go ahead and hand it off to Vidal. Vidal, with open running room, he's got enough for a first down. Gain of 12 there. 11 or 12. Gain of 11, and the Steelers will go ahead and give the Chargers another first down. But Darius Slay is down again. And this doesn't look good. Darius Slay's already had a injury-riddled season so far this year. And this just adds on to his down year. See what it's on. Is it the knee? I think it's the knee. Former Detroit Lion and Philadelphia Eagle on the ground here. 11:36 left in the second. Slay still down. He's getting treated by the medical staff of the Steelers. Once again, this has been an injury-riddled season for Darius Slay. You don't want to be seeing this. It's just a shame. He's going to walk off. It's not going to be good. He's not walking under his own power. He's kind of getting carried. No, he's walking on his own power. So he's going to walk off. James Pierre will be replacing him. 6 tackles and a TFL for him so far this year. Jalen Ramsey's the safety, so he's not going to be in any corner plays unless it's maybe some slot corner. Kyle Duggar in at safety as well alongside Ramsey. But it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Chargers at the 41 of Pittsburgh. Herbert will go ahead and go under center here this time. Vidal about 8 yards behind him. Trey Harris motioning to the left a little bit. They're going to do a nice little play action here. He's going to scramble to the right. Herbert's going to throw it to Gadsden. Gadsden has about 5 yards. So about 5 yards there from Gadsden. It is 2nd and 5. 11:03, 11:02, 11:01, 11 minutes left in the second. TJ Watt, they're showing here, he's going to quickly get there. Just jumps, trying to keep the ball going away from him, and it was even higher than him. 2nd and 5, Vidal to his left. They're going to have a motion man. It's going to be a jet sweep for the Chargers. Breaking tackles, and he's going to get slammed to the ground. Darius Davis with the carry, and he gets pummeled to the ground. Oh my God, WWE at its finest. It's going to be 3rd and 2. Darius Davis getting pummeled to the ground, body slammed by Pierre. Sorry, I meant Pierre. The player that replaced Darius Slay just slammed that dude to the ground. So it's going to be 3rd and 2. McConkey is in motion. Vidal to Herbert's left. And they're going to give it to Vidal here. And he's going to get enough for the first down to the 26 of the Steelers. And it's going to be a first down for the Chargers. Chargers making their way down the field. Will they score the first touchdown of the game? Or will they get stopped by the Steelers' defense? Once again, ridiculed of a lot of injuries this year. Marion Hampton on the sideline, still injured. 22nd overall pick by the Chargers in this year's draft. 1st and 10, Herbert's under center. Vidal is behind him by about 5 or so yards. Herbert with 5 on the play clock here. He's got to snap this ball. He's going to give it a play action. Here come the Steelers defense. And Herbert goes down. Nate Herbig with the sack. Actually, no. It's Nick Herbig, right? Nick. Yeah, Nick Herbig with the sack. There's Nick and Nate Herbig. My bad. The one Herbig played for the Eagles, the other one's on the Steelers. My bad. Oh my God. It's going to be 2nd down and 15. Nick Herbig. Sorry, I screwed it up again. Nick Herbig getting past the offensive lineman, and Herbert just didn't have enough time to throw that ball away. First sack for the Steelers tonight. Herbert's got to get this ball off quick. He does with 0s on the play clock. Herbert's looking to his right. He's going to get to a completed pass for Ladd McConkey. McConkey's going to get the Chargers into the red zone here. Chargers down at the 14. Herbert looking to get the first touchdown here. Could have also been a delay of game there, but he got off just in time. So Herbert's up to 51 passing yards, 8 for 13 completions-wise. And it looks like Herbert will be under center once again. Vidal behind about 5 or so yards. They're going to go ahead and do a fake pitch to him. Herbert, incomplete, intended for Gadsden. He had it in his hands, but never held on to it. It is 2nd and 10. 7:44 on the clock. And the Chargers, they have to do something. Jalen Ramsey way deep, down at the 1 in coverage. He is lucky that he did not get that football. So it's going to be 2nd and 10. Looks like Vidal is going to be on Herbert's left here. Steelers going to bring a blitz here. Herbert is going to chuck it deep. It's going to be intended for Gadsden once again. I think it might have been just overthrown and too far for Gadsden to catch it. That's going to be 3rd and 10. Alex Highsmith getting right there to get Herbert just after he threw the ball. Looks like Brandon Eccles also there, jumping above him. Herbert looking for the flag, because he was tackled at the legs. 1 sack, 8 pressures, and 17 dropbacks for Herbert tonight so far. Keenan Allen being the motion man on 3rd and 10. He's going to drop back. Herbert looking to his right, to his left. He's going to... Oh, it's Oh! Almost intercepted again! Through the hands of the Chargers, intended for Ladd McConkey, and the Steelers couldn't hold on to the football once again! Dude, you can't make this up again! Over McConkey's hands, and Braden Eccles almost having that football. Oh, it's Kyle Duggar, excuse me. Kyle Duggar almost having that football. So it's going to be Cameron Dicker for a 32-yard attempt. This is an extra point attempt from the left hash. 7:35 left. Snap is good. Kick is up, and it is good. So the Chargers don't go out empty-handed, unlike the Steelers. They're going to go ahead and get a field goal. And now the score, if you can believe it, is the Chargers 5 and the Steelers 3. Yeah, this is some scoregami type stuff that we're looking at right now. I mean, hey. It happens. Am I right? But we're on a commercial break, so you guys are not missing anything. I have to do... No. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Alright, we'll go ahead and go back here. 5-3 once again is your score in this game. The Wolves are up 18-14 over the... up 20-14 over the Canes. They actually just scored once again. Julius Randle with a 2 there. The Warriors are up 34-32. 5:59 left in the second in that one. Pacers actually came back. And the Sixers are down 85-84. 86-84 for the Pistons. They're on a 17-3 run. What happened? We just stopped scoring. We hadn't scored a field goal in more than 4 minutes. Bro. Okay, that sucks. The Flames and Wild are still scoreless. 7 minutes left in the second in that one. The Stars and the Kraken are still at 2-1 in favor of the Stars. 3:48 left in that one. The Maple Leafs and Hurricanes just got out of the second intermission. Still a 4-3 lead for the Maple Leafs. And the Senators are winning 4-2 over the Mammoth. 9:54 in that one. And then in college basketball, we have Baylor up 38-32. 27 seconds left in the first half. But once again, we're coming back here where the Chargers are up 5-3. Cameron Dicker will be kicking this ball away to the Steelers. There is 7:27 left in this first half. 7:32, excuse me. 7:32. Cameron Dicker will go ahead and kick this ball away. And Kenneth Gainwell will go ahead and return it from the 5 to the 10, to the 15, to the 20, to the 25, and to the 27 he will go. 27 or 28-yard line is where the Steelers will begin this drive. Herbert's getting treated for, and I'm guessing it's going to be a it's going to be an ankle injury. I was right. It was an ankle. Ankle injury for Herbert. He's getting treated right now. He might be fine. So, he looks fine. He's getting treated on his left ankle. 1st and 10, Rodgers will have, I believe, Jalen Warren to his left. Or Gainwell. It looks like it's Gainwell. It is Gainwell, so it's now a shotgun because Gainwell went out to motion. Rodgers snaps it, drops to, he's going to run it himself. He's going to get sacked. He looked to his right. He's going to run. He went up to the middle, and he's going to get sacked. So it's going to be a loss of 2 there on the sack. Bud Dupree, the former Steeler, gets the sack. Bud Dupree coming out of nowhere. Yeah, Rodgers tried to run it up the middle, but Bud Dupree right there to stop him. That helmet moved very badly. So it is going to be 2nd and 11 for the Steelers. Looks like Warren is into the right, and they're going to give it. They're going to give it to Warren here. Running to the left, Warren is going to get down to the 30. So it's going to be 3rd and about 9, 8, 3rd and 8. Excuse me, 3rd and 8. Great block by Fautanu there, but just couldn't get past the secondary. With Elijah Molden getting there for the tackle. 0 for 4 for the Steelers here on 3rd down conversions. Rodgers will go from shotgun once again on 3rd and 8. From the 30, 3 on the play clock. He drops back, looking to his right. Rodgers going to chuck it deep again, and it is almost intercepted. Intended for Calvin Austin. Reed was there to deflect that ball out of reach. That ball was actually way underthrown. And the Steelers will have to punt once again. The rookie Reed against Calvin Austin in coverage. A deep corner route looks like Calvin Austin was doing. But yeah, Rodgers just underthrew it. So once again, the Steelers will punt this ball away. It will be at the fair catch at the 19-yard line. So, the Chargers. I never changed the possession marker once again. D-E-E. So, live look at Dodger Stadium. There. Dodger Stadium can just transport to Cancun. It is going to be 1st and 10 for the Chargers when we come back from commercial break. The score is still 5-3 in favor of the Chargers. 5:49 left in that one. And the Sixers game has got into the end of the 3rd quarter, where the Pistons are up 88-85. So not much of a deficit so far. While the Warriors are trying to hold on to the lead here, they're up 37-36. 4 minutes left in the 3rd in that one. And the Wolves are up 25-16 over the Kings. 2:54 left in the 1st in that one. But anyways, if you like this kind of stuff, drop a like, hit the subscribe button. We're on the road to 1,450 subscribers. Comment down below what you guys want me to do next. Once again, I am going to be streaming the Eagles and Packers game tomorrow. And then from there, I have no idea. But yeah, that is what we are at right now. I can delete that notification, that notification, that notification. And if you have any questions as well, ask them in the chat. I'll do my best to answer them. Or if you're watching the live chat replay, go ahead and ask them in the comments. Goodbye, 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 blah, 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 blah. I'm actually doing well in fantasy, by the way, so we're not worried about that just yet. Because I have Saquon, A.J. Brown, Dallas Goedert, and not Eagles defense. I had Broncos defense this week. Steelers so far, 27 sacks and 16 takeaways. They have 5 wins, 3 losses, 14 takeaways, and 2 takeaways. What? I don't know. Snoop Dogg was just showing flashcards or something. But once again, it will be 5:49 left in the 2nd quarter. Chargers will have the ball 1st and 10. Herbert will go ahead and snap it. He's going to give it to Vidal. Vidal will give it to the 30 for the first down. Looks like it's going to be at 31 there. It's going to be first down and 10 for the Chargers once again. 35 rushing yards for Vidal tonight, I believe. Yep, 35, averaging 5 tonight so far. So it's going to be first and 10 once again for the Chargers. Vidal to Herbert's right. Motion man is Gadsden. He's going to throw it to Quentin Johnston. Johnston's going to get broken tackles, but he's going to get about 3. So all the Steelers players were there to prevent Quentin Johnston from going anywhere. It's going to be second and 7. Jalen Ramsey transferring from slot corner to free safety. Still playing some snaps as a slot corner. It's going to be second and 7 from the Chargers 33. For Herbert all alone in shotgun, they're going to bring Vidal back in to his left. 7 on the play clock here. Herbert will go ahead and snap it. Steelers bring the blitz. Herbert's going to go ahead and throw this ball. It's going to be incomplete. Intended for Oronde Gadsden. And we have laundry. We have a flag. And it's going to be on holding on the Chargers. Holding on the Chargers offense, Bradley Bozeman there with the call. And we're going to have 5 penalties in this game. So with that, it's going to be 3rd and 17. 3rd penalty for the Chargers, 2 for the Steelers. Herbert on 2nd and 17. Forgot it's not 3rd down. Herbert will go ahead and give it to Vidal behind the line of scrimmage. He's got to make up some yards. And he will. He's definitely going to get way more. And he's going to get a chunk of it. A nice gain of 13 there to make it a 3rd and 4 play. Down at the 36 of the Chargers side. But great play from Vidal there. Quick pass from Herbert. Vidal just doing the rest. He broke a tackle here and there. 48 total yards for Vidal, who will be on the right of Herbert on this 3rd and 4. Allen, the motion man. They're going to snap it. Herbert looking to the left. He's got pressure, and down he goes! I believe that is Keanu Benton with the sack. And the Chargers have to punt. Steelers bringing a blitz with Peyton Wilson. Peyton Wilson getting there, and the rest just fall. They fell. Keanu Benton there to get the sack. Both teams have 2 sacks. J.K. Scott will go ahead and punt this ball away. And the punt is away. And there will be a fair catch signal at the 23. So Steelers will go ahead and get the ball back once again. And it'll be 1st and 10. Steelers are currently 5-3, leading the division. Ravens are coming back very quickly. And the Chargers are in 2nd with a 6-3 record. The Broncos ahead of them with an 8-2 record. Chiefs down there at 5-4. And the Raiders are at 2-7. Bengals are 3-6 and the Browns are 2-7. So they're basically out of it. But there's 3 minutes on the dot left in this half. Rodgers have to make a play out of this drive. Both teams averaging around 3 to 4 yards on average. So it's going to be 1st and 10. Warren will be 5 yards behind Rodgers, who is under center. Jonnu Smith is the motion man from left to right. Rodgers, 6 on the play clock. He's going to make an audible here, kind of. Rodgers snaps it, pitches it to Warren. Warren's going to run it to the outside. He's going to get about a 4-yard gain there. And it's going to be 2nd and 6. Second and 6 for the Steelers here. Metcalf 1-on-1 with the Chargers corner there. He was not going to get open there. 58.4 receiving yards per game through week 9. 19 so far tonight, but it is still kind of early. 2nd and 6 for the Steelers. Freiermuth, the motion man here, from right to left. Game ball is in. Rodgers looking to his right. He's going to throw it, and it's intercepted! To the 40! Down at the 37 is Mickens! R.J. Mickens! First interception of the game. This one is a costly one. Way overthrown by Rodgers here. It was intended for DK Metcalf. He just overthrew it. That ball was way overthrown. Metcalf couldn't even get a hand on that one. And this is Mickens' first interception of this game, obviously. But it is his second career interception, I believe. Is it his second career interception? It is his second career interception, I believe. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Chargers here. Vidal is behind Herbert, and Matlock will go to his left. Vidal will go ahead and run it up the middle here. He's going to break some tackles. He's going to get about 8 here. So a gain of 8 makes it a 2nd and 2, and the Chargers could extend their lead. But before that, we have reached the 2-minute warning. Keenan Allen needs some receptions. So we're at the 2-minute warning. Steelers are still down with the score of the Chargers 5 and the Steelers 3. Yeah, that's a score. Anyways, the Sixers have come back and they are up 92-91. 8:32 left in the game on that one. There is a stoppage in that one. Boo, 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 boo. 2.5 assists for Watford. He can have that, actually. He can get that. Tyrese Maxey giving the Sixers a lead with a 3-pointer. And the Warriors are not really worried about losing the lead right now. They're up 48-39 over the Pacers. I'd say about 35 seconds left in the first half in that one. And the Timberwolves are up 38-29 over the Kings. 9.5 minutes left in the half in that one. Make that 38-31. And then we'll look at tomorrow's Monday NBA games. So we got the Lakers and the Hornets tomorrow at 7. We have the Wizards and the Pistons tomorrow at 7. Pistons are actually favored 12.5. Blazers will go against the Magic at 7. Cavaliers will go against the Heat at 7:30. We'll have the Spurs against the Bulls at 8. The Bucks and the Mavs at 8:30. The Pelicans will go on to face the Suns at 9. The Timberwolves will go ahead and go against the Jazz at 9 as well. And then the Atlanta Hawks will travel to LA to face the Clippers at 10:30. But once again, tomorrow in the NFL, we will have the Philadelphia Eagles going against the Green Bay Packers in what could be a potential snow game. Eagles trying to beat the Packers for the 3rd time in the past 2 years. They beat them in the kickoff game in Brazil. They beat them in the wild card game, and they could make it a 3 in a row here. Herbert with the okay. Vidal might get the carry here. I don't know what was going on there, but it's going to be enough for a first down. So it's 1st and 10 for the Chargers. 1:45 left in the first half. They're going to be at the 27 of the Steelers. Looking to make this a 12-3 game, making it a little bit more reasonable than a 5-3. 52 rushing yards on 11 carries so far for the Chargers offense. 1st and 10, Vidal will be to Herbert's left. So is McConkey. He is actually going to be the... No, Trey Harris is the motion man, excuse me. Herbert will go ahead and throw it quickly to Quentin Johnston. Johnston making some quick moves, and he's going to be down at the 20. So about a gain of 7 there, and it's going to be 2nd and 3. Johnston making a lot of juke moves there to prevent going down. And it looks like Darius Slay is going to go to the locker room. He's being evaluated for a concussion. Herbert will go ahead to give it to Gadsden. He's going to be a yard short. Gain of 2 there. It's going to be a 3rd and 1. But once again, Darius Slay will be going into the locker room for a concussion evaluation. 3rd and 1 for the Chargers. 49 seconds on the clock at the Steelers' 18. This has mainly been a running game for the Chargers, and there will be a timeout by the Chargers. Both teams down to 2 timeouts. We're going to have a 3rd and 1 coming up. The TJ Watt has no pressure so far on the 16 pass rush snaps. He has faced 19% of chip blocks on the pass rushes, which is so far the lowest on the season. TJ Watt has the most chip blocks faced so far with 102, and it's not even close. Aiden Hutchinson is in 2nd with 65, and Myles Garrett is 3rd with 62. But once again, it is 3rd and 1 for the Chargers. 49 seconds left in the half. Chargers could keep this going if they wanted to. They're going to have Vidal to Herbert's right. Keenan Allen is the motion man from right to left. Herbert with the blitz. He's going to give it to Vidal. Vidal will have enough for the 1st down. They will move the chains here. The clock will keep on running. 36 seconds left. 62 total yards for Vidal here. 28 seconds left. Herbert on 1st and 10. We'll have Vidal to his left. Herbert will go ahead and snap it. Look to the left. He's going to look to the right. He's going to throw it, and it's going to be incomplete. One-on-one with Keenan Allen, and I believe that would be Brandon Eccles. I think. No, it's Pierre. I believe that was Pierre there. Excuse me. It's going to be 2nd and 10. Yeah, it's going to be James Pierre one-on-one with Keenan Allen there to make Allen drop that pass. So it's 2nd and 10, 16 seconds left in the half. Keenan Allen, the motion man, once again. Herbert could actually have Allen here on the right. He's going to look to the left. He's going to throw it down the middle, and it's going to be a touchdown! Ladd McConkey gives the Chargers extra cushion room. And they will have a nice, comfortable lead going into halftime. It is 11-3. 15-yard touchdown for number 15. Cameron Dicker is set to get the extra point to make it a 12-3 game. Snap is good, kick is up, and it's down in the left part of the side. So with that, the score is now 12-3. A more reasonable score than 5-3. Don't you guys think? But there is still 12 seconds left in this first half. Jalen Ramsey nowhere near until he gets to the end zone, but just a little bit too late. So with that, there is 12 seconds on the clock. Steelers have 2 timeouts. They could try and go down the field if they want to. But if they don't, then they will just concede and give the Chargers the ball when they come back at the second half. Cameron Dicker will go ahead and kick this ball away. Once again, there's 12 seconds left in this one. The kickoff is underway, and it will be a touchback. That went out of the end zone. So the Steelers will start at the 35 on 1st and 10. Once again, they have 2 timeouts. Will they decide to use those timeouts, or will they just kneel it out and go to halftime? If I were the Steelers, I'd probably try and chuck the ball once. At least get something out of this. You got enough time to go down and try and get a field goal attempt for Chris Boswell, who is 1 for 2 tonight so far. Missing a 49-yarder, but making a 59-yarder. 1st and 10, Steelers will go in shotgun. Aaron Rodgers will go ahead and plant his feet at the 30. He's going to go ahead and snap it. He's going to go deep here, looking to the left. He's got to run to the left. He's going to chuck it, and it's almost intercepted, I should say. Roman Wilson, the intended receiver, and it is 2nd and 10. We are down to 1 second left. Oh boy. 5 seconds left. They changed it from 1 to 5. They changed it from 1 second to 5. But I would think you would have to chuck this ball or throw this ball quickly if you want to have a chance. Because field goal is out of question now. They snap the ball quickly. Rodgers is going to quickly throw it, and it's going to be incomplete. Intended for Calvin Austin. There is 1 second left on the clock again. 1 second on the clock. Aaron Rodgers. From the 35-yard line on 3rd and 10, the Steelers are in huddle. There's only one play you can make if you have Aaron Rodgers on your team. 10 on the play clock. 1 second left in this half. Rodgers will snap it, and there is a timeout on the Chargers. Chargers will use their second timeout, and I think they will go ahead and run some prevent here. Once again, there's only 1 second left. Steelers trying to make some miracle here to keep it a 3-point game. Well, 2-point game, really. But if they don't, they'll be down 9, and the Chargers will start the ball. Well, they'll start the second half with the ball, I should say. So, once again, it is 3rd and 10 from the 35 of the Steelers. Aaron Rodgers will go ahead and try to give the Steelers a miracle here. Rodgers quickly passing it. What are they doing? It's going to be Roman Wilson, and he's going to go out of bounds. And we have reached halftime. Rodgers could have just went for the Hail Mary. But I guess he just didn't want to chuck that ball deep. Once again, the Chargers will be getting the ball to start this second half. Steelers have tied the fewest points they have scored in a half with 3. Not a great start for the Steelers, especially with that defense. I turned my phone off. That's not great. Over, Chargers. But once again, your score in halftime is the Chargers 12 and the Steelers 3. We're going to go ahead and go to the halftime segment. So no football here for the next 10 or so minutes. Congratulations, you have made it to the most quiet section of the stream. I don't know. I wouldn't say it's quiet, but it's something. Let's see. Can I see? No. But once again, if you're new here, drop a like, hit the subscribe button. We're on the road to 1,450 subscribers. Go ahead and ask any questions that you have in the chat. If you're watching the replay, then go ahead and ask them in the comments section below. And if you also subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of my streams or videos. I will once again stream the Eagles and the Packers game tomorrow night. And hopefully the Steelers find a way to come back from this deficit. But, hey, what do you expect? The Pistons are up 102 to 101 over the Sixers. Where's my remote? Where is my remote? I have no idea. Oh, no, I see it. My remote just about like 35 yards away. How about we call the Sixers and the Pistons game? That game's almost over. There's only 3:55 left in that one. Sixers are actually going to wear the black unis once again. Edgecombe. Once again, it's a 102-101 Pistons lead. 3:55 left in that one. I'm not going to bring up the scoreboard because this game's almost over. I'm not going to have enough time to make it in time. They actually just went on a commercial break, so whoop-de-doo. The Warriors are up 48 to 41 over the Pacers. That game is in halftime. And the Timberwolves are up 49 to 43 over the Kings. There's 4:44 left in the first half in that one. In the world of hockey, we only have 2 games left. That is on right now and 2 on later. The Hurricanes are up 5 to 4 over the Maple Leafs. And the Wild are up 1-0. They have broken the silent tie. And they will have the lead going into the third intermission. It is raining outside. That's great. And in college basketball, once again, there's only 1 game on tonight. There is Baylor. Baylor is up 53 to 46 over Washington. 13:28 left in that one. But yeah, that is all that we have so far. I've already lost that pool. That's great to know. Not a lot of games on tonight. That's not great for a Sunday. All the games happen during the day, never at night. But once again, the Sixers looking to come back. Where they had the lead, they lose the lead. They come back and they get the lead once again. And now they lost the lead once again. Tobias Harris getting showboated by Tyrese Maxey, the former Sixer, sitting on the bench because he is injured due to a right ankle sprain. There's only 3:55 left, so hopefully the Sixers do something here because they need their best shooters if they want to have a chance to win this game. And you don't have Joel Embiid, so that's not great. But you have Andre Drummond, who has dropped 17 points. Has he shot any threes? He shot 2 threes! Pistons get an automatic turnover. It's an offensive foul on Jalen Duren there with the foul. Third turnover for him. So it's going to be Tyrese Maxey with the ball. He's going to take it past center court. Maxey will go ahead and give it to Oubre. He will give it to Quentin Grimes. Back to Maxey. Maxey will run his way in for the layup. It's no good. Rebounded by Detroit. Cunningham will have the ball here. Gets a screen. Cunningham will go ahead and try and get his 2 there. Almost loses the ball there. He's going to have to go ahead and pass it. He passes it again. For the 2, it is good. That was Holland there with the 2. And the Sixers are down 3. Maxey with the 3! No good off the back of the rim. Rebounded by Detroit. And Holland. Cunningham will go ahead and slow things down real quick. He's going to get a screen. And, oh, with the layup attempt, it is blocked. It is saved by the Sixers. Oubre has the ball. Oubre will go ahead and give it to Maxey. Maxey will have to try and get at least something here. He's going to pass the Drummond for 3! Off the rim. Not enough juice on that one. Rebounded by Detroit. And they're going to take their sweet time. They're going to take their sweet, sweet time. Looks like Duran has the ball. He gives it to Cunningham. That's not Duran. Cunningham will have the ball. 5 on the play clock. Shot clock. Whatever it is. And the 2 is good. It is actually a foul. And it's going to be free throws coming for Duran. Jalen Duran there getting fouled by Edgecombe. And they will be an and 1 to make it a 6-point game. Alright, once again, Duran will be shooting for the and 1. And it is up, and it is no good. Rebounded by Edgecombe. Edgecombe will give it to Maxey. Maxey will take it past center court. There's 2:20 left in this game. Drummond will have it. He'll give it to Edgecombe. Edgecombe will give it to Grimes. Grimes with the step back. He's going to give it to Drummond. Back to Grimes. Grimes will give it to Edgecombe for 3! It's good! 2:02 left in this game. Sixers down 2. Cunningham has the ball. Cunningham going all the way. He has a dunk. And there is going to be free throws. Cunningham will be shooting an and 1 here. Both teams in the bonus. Oubre going with guarding Cunningham. Drummond there trying to block it, but he gets called for the foul. Cunningham will go ahead and shoot the end 1 to make it a 5-point game, and it is good. 1:51 left in this half. Maxey will go ahead and look for a miracle here. He's going to give it to Oubre. Oubre will go ahead and give it to Grimes. Grimes will go ahead and give it to Maxey. Once again, back to Grimes. Grimes getting heavily contested. He loses the ball. No contest whatsoever. Slowing down is... Wow. Gives it to Badgley, it looks like. Give it to Green. Back to Cunningham. 1:23 left in this game. He's going to get a screen. And the Sixers get the steal. Tyrese Maxey all the way! Tyrese Maxey! 3-point game. Cunningham with the ball. 1:09 left in this game. Nick Nurse trying to make up a defensive play call. They do have 2 timeouts. They do pass it. Detroit looking to end this game. For the 2! No good! Off the Sixers, it stays Detroit's ball. Oh man. Holland almost getting there. 4-2. We're almost out of halftime, by the way, so don't worry. Maxey with that dunk, dude. Oh my god. So they will have Detroit inbound this. Looks like Green has the ball. Gives it to Cunningham. Cunningham will go ahead and pass it. There's 5 on the shot clock. Will they shoot it? He's got it from 2. It's off the rim. Rebounded by Drummond. Drummond will give it to Maxey. They need a 3 if they want to tie this game. Maxey's going for it all. And he's overpowered but fouled. And there's going to be free throws with this one. We're going to have 2 free throws for Tyrese Maxey. 31.4 seconds left in this game. Maxey could make this a 2 or even a 1-point game if he makes both shots. So Maxey's at the free throw line. first free throw is up and good. 109 to 107. This game's coming back from halftime, by the way. So actually, let me change this. Maxi's at 32 points. Second free throw is good. 109-108. 31.4 seconds left in this game. Cunningham with the ball. They need to do something. If they miss it, they have to call an automatic timeout. Cunningham. About a 7-second difference from the game clock and the shot clock. Cunningham for the fadeaway. It's good. It's a 3-point game. Sixers are going to go and call a timeout. We're going to go ahead and go back to the Chargers and Steelers game, because that game is about to come back from halftime. And I'm going to leave you guys on a cliffhanger. Amazing, right? Amazing. Dude, that's crazy. They're showing the first half coverage. We're going to go ahead and we're just going to go ear by ear. Sixers need a miracle if they want to win this game. They did call timeout. They're down to 1. Wow. Dude, the Sixers are down 3 with 17 seconds left. Definitely could have been better, but Detroit's not a team that makes very many mistakes. Average time to throw is 3 seconds for Rodgers, 2.2 for Herbert. Rodgers is tied for second on fewest first downs in the first half in his career with 3. Ladd McConkey has 4 touchdown catches in the last 6 games. So we're gonna go ahead and get Chris Boswell to shoot some free throws. Probably be better than most of the Sixers. We're gonna have him kick it off, and it's gonna be Williams to return this from the 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and tackle it at the 33. So it's going to be a 1st and 10 for the Chargers. What a first half. It was close. Sixers missed the game tying 3. Sixers lose. Typical. They gave it to Tyrese Maxey. Maxey couldn't capitalize, and the game's over, and we lose. Surprise, surprise. But once again, it's 1st and 10. Herbert with Vidal behind him, and there are flags. Like, 15,000 flags. It's going to be a false start. So with that, we're up to 6 penalties. Not even a first play in this game. Fisk will go ahead and get the call there. He gets called for the first penalty of the second half. 6 seconds into it this time. And it's going to be 1st and 15. Herbert with Allen being the motion man. Vidal to his right. And we're going to have a nice snap. He might have jumped off early. Herbert's going to get the flag. It's going to be incomplete. Unless it was caught by somebody. Herbert somehow has the ball still. But there is flags. I think Steelers went offsides. Offsides on the Steelers defense. So the 5-yard penalty to begin this game was negated. And we're up to 7 penalties. But yeah, Highsmith was called on that one. Cameron Hayward actually deflected that ball. That ball was intended for McConkey, I believe. So it's 1st and 10 once again. And Vidal will be behind Herbert by about 5 or so yards. Matlock will motion behind Herbert. It's going to be a run with Vidal, and he's going to get about 2. So 2 yards there on the first official play of the second half. And we have a 2nd and 8. 2nd and 8. The beautiful 2nd and 8, I should say. We're going to have Herbert behind on 2nd and 8 with Vidal to his left. 6 on the play clock. Herbert's going to snap this ball. He's going to snap it. He's going to look to his right. He's going to not get the ball off, but it's ruled incomplete. Okie dokie. So that was a pass. That was a pass. TJ Watt there with the deflection of the pass, I should say. Going against Pipkins. Way to bat that down. Pipkins couldn't hold on to TJ Watt forever. It's going to be 3rd and 8. Herbert in shotgun. Herbert with 5 on the play clock. He's going to go ahead and snap it. Drops back. He's going to throw it. It's a 1st down and more for Keenan Allen. 12-yard catch. And it's going to move the chains. 1st down. Looks like he's going against Eccles in coverage. Eccles actually gets blown up. Jalen Ramsey there with the tackle. Once again, was a gain of 12. It's going to be 1st and 10 with Herbert under center. Vidal will get the ball here. And he's going to get stuffed at the line. No gain whatsoever. And it's 2nd and 10. So it's 2nd and 10 once again. Whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-dee-doo. We're going to have Herbert with, it looks like Vidal to his left. Gadsden's the motion man. It's going to be a play action. Herbert looking, and he's going to throw it. It's going to be deflected and incomplete. Looks like Pierre is a little bit angry he couldn't get that pass. It was intended for Quentin Johnston. Pierre was there to knock it out of his hands. I mean, why is he angry about that? He deflected the pass off his hands. So anyways, it is 3rd and 10 for the Chargers. Herbert with Vidal to his left. Everybody else is to the right. They're going to drop back. He's going to drop up. He's going to get sacked. Once again, it's Alex Highsmith. 1st sack of the game for him. 3rd sack for Herbert. And it's going to be 4th down. I can't move down because it's a Apple computer mouse. What you guys expect? So the Chargers will go ahead and punt this ball away. Highsmith getting there just in time to prevent Herbert from running for extra yards. J.K. Scott will punt this ball away. And the kick is away. Pretty solid kick here. And he's going to get a fair catch signal at the 9. At the 8-yard line, I should say. Excuse me. And the Steelers are going to get right at their own goal line here to start off the second half here. But before that, we're going to go to commercial. He's already got 4. So once again, it is a 12-3 Chargers lead. 11:44 left in the third. And in the NBA, the Timberwolves have gone into halftime with a 71-54 lead. 15.5 point spread? Yeah, I can see it. The Sixers did lose to the Pistons 111 to 108. And the Warriors are worrying once again. They're only up 59-58. Make that a tie game with 5:36 left. The Pacers could have the lead here if Tony Bradley makes both free throws for the Pacers. We'll see if he makes that real quick. And he does. So the Pacers have the first, well, what could have been their first lead of the game, with a 60-59 lead here, 5:21 left in the third. In the NHL, the Jets and the Ducks have gone underway, and so have the Avalanche and the Canucks. The Wild are still up 1-0 over the Flames, with 12:11 left in that game. And then the college basketball game that's on is Baylor at Washington. Baylor's up 59-53, 9:12 left in that game. But once again, we're going to have the Steelers have the ball here on 1st and 10. They're coming back. Tuesday at 8, it is the Celtics and the Sixers, and the Nuggets and the Kings, Pacific time. Celtics Sixers on Tuesday, man. I don't know if I can call that one. 1st and 10 for the Steelers at their 8-yard line. Steelers are still in a huddle here. Rodgers will have Jaylen Warren at the 1-yard line. They're going to pitch it to him to the right. Warren hurdles a man. He's going to get a first down and more. Jaylen Warren, what a hurdle! He's got something down at his butt cheek. And it's going to be a 1st and 10. Hart was the one that got hurdled by Jaylen Warren. Oh my God! What a run! Maybe it's an angry run. I don't know. 1st and 10, once again, Warren is at the 14-yard line. Rodgers will go ahead and give it to him. He's going to run up the middle, and he's going to get about 5. So it's going to be 2nd and, you guessed it, 5. Looks like Deshaun Hand was the one to get the tackle there, the DN for the Chargers. 10:35 left. Rodgers on 2nd and 5. There is a whistle. And there is a down Charger. Looks like it's Teair Tart down on the turf. They ripped the undershirt of Warren back when he had that hurdle. But once again, Teair Tart is down. You can still see the undershirt of Warren. Tart is limping his way back. He is getting walked off under his own power. 14 tackles, 3 TFLs, and a forced fumble so far this year. Started all 10 games this year. They're going to show the hurdle once again, because why not? The cleat hit his right elbow, hit off his elbow here. His right cleat hit off the elbow of Hart. You can still see the undershirt. So once again, it is 2nd and 5. 10.5 minutes left in the third. Warren will be to the right of Rodgers. Rodgers had a motion man to the left. Rogers will go ahead and give it to Warren once again. Warren's going to get in about 3. Forward momentum will give him about 4. 3 or 4 yards there. It's going to be 3rd and 2. Oh, man, Warren. When will you learn to get more yards? Oh, why are we interested on seeing the shirt being ripped off, man? It doesn't really matter. And now we're showing his crotch. Are we serious right now? We're showing his crotch on live TV? What the hell, man? It's going to be 3rd and 2. 0 for 6 on conversions for the Steelers. Kenneth Gainwell is in. He's going to move from the left to the right of Rodgers. And this clock went down to 0. I believe the Steelers were able to call a timeout. Oh, there's going to be a flag. Did they get the call off? They did. Timeout, Pittsburgh. I never changed the timeouts. Oh my god. So we don't have to change anything about the Steelers. So, good comms, guys. Good comms. So, first timeout used by the Steelers to prevent going back 5 yards. Shoot. 9:28 left in the 3rd, excuse me. Freiermuth is in, Calvin Austin is in, and I believe Kenneth Gainwell is still in here on this 3rd and 2. Gainwell will move from the left and stay to the left. Rodgers will have a motion man. It's going to be DK Metcalf moving from left to right. They snap it, looking to his right, back to his left. Rodgers is going to get sacked again. This time by Tui Tuipulotu. And the Steelers will have to punt again. Loss of 3 on that one, and Rodgers gets sacked for the 3rd time tonight. Bouncing off blockers like they're nothing. Tui Tuipulotu. I guess he said that. Bouncing off blockers one by one. Tui Tuipulotu, maybe. Well, Wakeman will be punting this ball away to Darius Davis. Davis will have it at the 28-yard line. He'll go to the 30, to the 35, maybe to the 36, and there is a flag. .8:39 left. Davis down around the 35 or 36-yard line. There is a flag. We'll see who it is on. They're showing Connor Hayward. This might be on the Steelers. It's on the Chargers. It is an illegal block to the back on the rookie Wax. So, Chargers will go ahead and lose 10 yards there on the return. And we're going to have a 1st and 10 for those Chargers when we come back. They will be at the 23-yard line, by the way. But we are on a commercial break, so you guys are not missing anything at all whatsoever. If you guys are liking this kind of stuff, drop a like, hit the subscribe button. We're on a road to 1,450 subscribers. Comment down below what you guys want me to do next. I will also be streaming the Eagles and Packers game tomorrow night. And I will see what will happen if I do another stream after that because of work reasons. But yeah, not a lot of games on tonight, man. I mean, you got 2 games in the NBA slot still. The Wolves and Kings are still in halftime. The Warriors and Pacers are still fighting each other for the lead. You only have 3 more games in the NHL, and they're all live. And then once college basketball is done, there's only 6 minutes left in that game, where Baylor's up 10. There's one less sport to call. College football starts on Tuesday with Kent and Akron in Ohio and Western Michigan. But really, Monday you have the Lakers. I already said the NBA slot for tomorrow. There's no MLB, which would have been nice to have. Thursday Night Football is the Jets and Patriots. It's a terrible game. Monday night's actually worse. I scratched that. It's the Cowboys and the Raiders. Why are the Cowboys always on primetime, man? What did they do to deserve primetime? But yeah, that's next Monday night. We're going to have the Chargers on 1st and 10. They're coming back right now. They're showing the Random Store in LA, and then the Wicked stuff that's coming out on November 21st. I've never seen Wicked, so I don't know anything about it. 1st and 10 for the Chargers at the 23-yard line. Herbert's going to be under center. It looks like an I formation, sort of, kind of. Motion man, looks like it's going to be the fullback. They're going to do play action. And the throw is completed to Lyle McConkey. He's going to get down to the 41, and that's going to be a first down for the Chargers. Gain of 18 on that one. McConkey, one-on-one looks like against Pierre, and Pierre just let him wide open. Pierre just let him wide open. He gets the tackle, though, but before getting the first down is McConkey. Motion man for the Chargers. It's going to be a run with Vidal. Vidal he's going to get another first down for the Chargers. They're past midfield into Steelers territory, and a Steeler is down. A Steeler is down, it looks like. They're going to show the replay here. It was Davis, I believe, the motion man, the fake to him for Vidal. Yeah, and it's going to be Joey Porter Jr. that is down on the turf. Joey Porter Jr. is down. 1 sack and interception. Both coming last week, actually, against the Colts, having 9 pass deflections. Porter, I believe, was treating his hand. We'll see what the replay shows. You see him tumbling, rumbling, bumbling, stumbling around the turf. And he's going to walk to the sideline. 750. He slams his helmet onto the turf. He is not happy. He's walking off his own power. But it is 1st and 10 for the Chargers. Another crucial injury for the Steelers secondary. And it's going to be Vidal, and that's Herbert's right here on 1st and 10, making a low motion move. And then they're going to have another motion man, but it's going to go to Vidal here. Vidal will go ahead and get about 7 or 8 there. So it's going to be 2nd and 2. .84 total yards for Vidal. And it's going to be 2nd and 2. Vidal will go ahead and be behind Herbert. Herbert's going to go under center here. Motion man is Quentin Johnston. Herbert's going to give it to Vidal once again, but this time he's going nowhere. Nope, not Nate. Nate Herbig's brother, Nick Herbig, will get the tackle for loss. And it is going to be 3rd and 4. Herbig, one-on-one with Keenan Allen, breaking off the block there from the tackle. And great tackle from Herbig to bring up a 3rd and medium, where Herbert is going to have a blitz coming for him with Vidal to his right. Here comes the blitz. Herbert It's going to throw it to the left. It is deflected once again. Intended for Quentin Johnston. And it is 4th down. And the Chargers could go for a field goal here. Cameron Hayward with the deflection. The longtime Steelers veteran getting there to prevent the snap. It is going to be a field goal attempt. Cameron Dicker has already made a 32-yard field goal. This is a 59-yard field goal. Chris Boswell has already done it. Snap is up. Kick is up. It is good. So the Chargers respond to the 59-yard field goal. And it is a 15-3 ball game. Forgot the Steelers did not have anything higher than 3 points. But once again, it is the Chargers 15 and the Steelers 3. Yeah. But once again, not a lot of sports to talk about tonight. Not really much to talk about tomorrow, really, either. I mean, really, ever since the MLB season ended, there really isn't really much sports going around. All the weekend games start at the day, so that's not really great for nighttime games. And really with Monday, it's really the same thing. You only got like a couple games you can really call. Mainly the Eagles and Packers, but what you gotta do? What are you gonna do? But yeah, once again, Thursday Night Football this week is the Jets and Patriots. And then the Eagles will play against the Lions next Sunday night. That's going to be a good game, especially with them being in Philly. And then Monday night next week will be the Cowboys and Raiders. So a mid-game to start the game, to start Week 11, and a terrible game to end Week 11. And then Week 12, Thursday Night Football, you got the Bills and the Texans. And then you will have the Panthers and the Niners on Week 12, Monday Night Football. So, Week 13 will start the Black Friday games and the Thanksgiving games as well. We're not that too far off to Thanksgiving, guys. Only about 2 or so weeks. But we are coming back. They're showing around the Hollywood sign. Once again, it is a 15-3 Chargers lead. 6:07 left in the third quarter. Cameron Dicker with the 59-yard field goal to give the Chargers a 12-point lead. That would have been good from 65, really. But without further ado, Cameron Dicker's going to kick this ball away to the 10, to the 15, to the 20, to the 25. Jukes his way inside to the 30, to the 34. Goes Williams. And there is a flag. 6 minutes left in the third. We're going to have some laundry. Holding. Returning team. We're going to have 9 penalties. It is on the former Eagle and Colt, Trey Sermon. Trey Sermon there getting called for the hold. And it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Steelers at the 18-yard line. But Rodgers really is just giving Warren the ball. He hasn't really thrown the ball as much as he wanted to. But they keep bringing the pressure. And it's 1st and 10. Rodgers under center. Warren behind around the 10-yard line. We're going to have a motion man. It's going to be Darnell Washington. They're going to do a play action. Running to the right is Rodgers. And he's going to just chunk it to the dirt. Intended for Jonnu Smith. He was in the area. So it is going to be 2nd and 10. Rodgers is only 7 for 15 tonight. Steelers offense tonight has only 104 yards and 3 points. They're averaging double the yards and 7 times more the points. 8 more times. Not trying to figure out the multiplier table here. 9 times more. Rodgers with Warren to his left. 5 on the play clock. Warren moves to the right. Rodgers will go ahead and pitch it to Warren. Warren's going to go juke inside. Once again, he's going to spin off a tackle. He's going to get about 1. He's going to get about 1 or 2 there. And he's going to get a 3rd and very excruciatingly long here. Very, very super duper expialidociously long. 3rd down here, I guess. That's how you say it. 5:27 left in this 3rd quarter. Steelers are 0 for 7 on 3rd down conversions. And Jim Harbaugh will... Is it Jim or John? I think it's Jim. Jim Harbaugh will go ahead and call his first timeout. Guess he doesn't like something that he sees on the defense in that coverage. So we're going to have 2 timeouts left for both teams. Mike Tomlin being the Cincinnati DB's coach. Rick Minter being the head coach. Tomlin looking very different in these pictures with Cincinnati. Rick Minter and Mike Tomlin meeting up once again. Rick Minter being the senior defensive analyst, excuse me, I can't speak. Jesse Minter being the defensive coordinator as well, as I said before. But it is now 3rd and 8. Kenneth Gainwell is in. He's going to move in towards Rodgers' right. Analyst on the move. 5 on the play clock. We have Rodgers snapping the ball, dropping back, looking to his right. Rodgers will throw it, and it is to nobody. Is Rodgers seeing ghosts? Because that throw went farther than 3 of the Chargers players in defense. DK Metcalf moving up. He died. Okay. He got hit stick by Derwin James. And they will have to punt the ball away once again. Waitman's there to punt it at the 5. He's going to get it, and he's going to get this ball away. And he's tripping on mushrooms. At this point, he might be. Fair caught at the 36 of the Chargers. We're going to go back to a commercial break. Steelers are not playing Steelers football. Rodgers might be tripping on anesthesia. Or, what was it? I don't know. I forget how to say it. But he's probably not spent enough time in the dark room trying to relax his mind to give it a DK Metcalf on the ground. But even the play before that, not the play before that, but the first down play. Why are you throwing it in the dirt? You had Jonnu Smith there for maybe like 3 yards. I mean, come on, man. I know you haven't been accurate all game, but at least try to be accurate. I mean, granted, you did try and throw that ball to DK Metcalf in the first quarter, but you've overthrown by 3 yards. I mean, come on. And it doesn't help that the Steelers' secondary is basically just practice squad players and late-round draft picks with Darius Slay and Joey Porter Jr. all getting injured as well. So, that's not great, but I mean, all you have left is Jalen Ramsey, Braden Eccles, James Pierre came in for Darius Slay. I think he's not coming back because he has that concussion injury. I mean, Kyle Duggar. I mean, this secondary should have been improved at the trade deadline. I don't care if you could have gotten... No. I don't care if you didn't want to get Sauce Gardner or not. You needed a corner to help the secondary. Because all you had was Darius Slay and Joey Porter Jr. Both corners are having injury-riddled seasons. Mainly Slay. He's coming off a Super Bowl season, and all he's gotten was a bunch of injuries. They're showing the replay of Derwin James and DK Metcalf, where Derwin James just absolutely sticks the life out of DK Metcalf. On the shoulder, I should say, not the... But yeah, that could have been a flag there. One-on-one against Metcalf was... I'm guessing that's Slater? I mean, who's 24? I don't know, but it's too late now. They can't do anything about it. Vidal gets about 5 here. It's going to be second and medium here. Second and 4, I should say. They're showing Gadsden here. He's going to be hit at the knee, so he's going to be out of the game for right now. So Gadsden, the rookie sensation for the past couple weeks, is injured. He is questionable with a knee injury. It's going to be second and 3 here. Motion man is Keenan Allen. They're going to give it to Vidal once again, but the Steelers secondary gets there. Kyle Duggar keeps Vidal behind the line of scrimmage, and it is 3rd and 6. Once again, Jalen Ramsey playing 15 yards back. And he's still backpedaling. 3rd and 6. Herbert with Vidal to his right. He's going to snap a drop back. He's going to look to his right. Herbert's going to run it by himself. He's got the first down. Down to 50, 45. He takes a slide at the 44. 18 yards for Justin Herbert. And he has enough to get the Steeler territory. And the first down, 15 yards. Secondary on the Steelers once again, leaving the middle wide open. I mean, with Pierre there, you could have just left him with Ramsey. Ramsey could have just covered that dude, and Pierre would have just dropped down. Yeah, dropped down. 1st and 10 for the Chargers at the 44. We're going to have an I formation here once again. Kind of, sort of. They're going to go ahead and give it to Vidal. He's going to get about 3. And there is a flag. And this might be coming back. We'll see if the call is on. Holding on the offense. Former Eagle and New York Jet, Mekhi Becton on the call. And we have reached double digits on the penalties. So instead of it being 2nd and 7, really, it's going to be not even second down. It's 1st and 20. I shouldn't have changed the down marker. It's going to be 1st and 20 for the Chargers here on 1st and 20. Patterson is in over Vidal. Motion man looks like to be Matlock. They're going to give it a play action here. Throws it to the fullback. Oh, this is Fisk, excuse me. They're going to get back into Steelers territory here. Gain of about 6. And it's going to be 2nd and 14. Fisk going to block for a quick second, releases, and he's going to get the ball and gets about the 6 yards that he got. And he's going to get the Chargers a 2nd and 14 opportunity here. 2nd and 13, whatever you want to say. Herbert looks like Vidal's back into the left. 4 on the play clock here. He's going to have to snap this ball. He does. He's going to drop back, look to his right. He's going to get sacked once again. He was trying to run it, and he might be looking for a flag. But to no avail. It's going to be Alex Highsmith there with the sack, and it's going to be 3rd and 14. That is, he held the jersey. Yeah, he held it right here. Held it right here. But it is a sack. It is the 4th sack by the Steelers. Why are we interested in seeing Jalen Ramsey? Well, he actually went downfield for once. It's a miracle. He can actually go up the field. Well, down the field in this case. 3rd and 14, Herbert quickly throws it. It's going to be caught by Tyler Conklin, the backup tight end, to Aronde Gadsden. Conklin is short about a yard. So it's going to be 4th and 2, really. And they might bring out the field goal unit, and they will bring out the field goal unit. Cameron Dicker, 2 for 2. He has made a 59-yard field goal and a 32-yard field goal, I believe. Yep, 32 and a 59. This one's about 55 yards, so in between both of them. Snap is good, kick is up. No contest for a block. This kick is good. No, it doinked off the bar! Oh, it doinked off the left field goal post. It's no good. Both kickers have missed a field goal. It looked good until the last second, where it doinks off the left crossbar, and the Chargers get this drive empty-handed. Steelers will get the ball once they are back from commercial break. Once again, it is the Chargers 15 and the Steelers 3. Yeah, Steelers. Can they play some offense this drive? I mean, really just maybe like score a touchdown here, and maybe we can go from there. Maybe add in I don't know. Just thought I'd say something about that real quick. The Avalanche are up 2-1 over the Canucks. They're at 3:13 left in the first. And the Ducks are up 1-0 over the Jets. 2:33 left in the first in that one. In the first, not thirst. The Warriors are up 92-76 over the Pacers. I don't think the Pacers will be able to score 100 points in this game because there's 7:50 left in this fourth quarter. And the Wolves are up 96-71. 3:56 left in the third in that one. DiVincenzo dropping 8 points. Jeez. Where's my superstar player, man? Because he ain't showing up. But the Steelers offense need to slow things down for a second. I know they're down 12, but if they can just score a touchdown here, then they can build on momentum to add on to the point total, and they would try and get the touchdown here, because they did get the missed field goal from Cameron Dicker. They're showing the replay here once again, where the kick was up. It looked good until the last second, excuse me, and it hit the left crossbar. Barely hitting that left crossbar, I should say. The width of the upright is 4 inches. Why is this something we need to know? 45 seconds left in the third. Rodgers will probably get one play out in this third quarter. Jonnu Smith, the motion man from right to left, a little bit, stays on the right, the left-hand side of the field. They're going to pitch to Jalen Warren. Warren's going to run up the middle. He's got the first down, and he's going to get about 12. And they could run one more play if they want to. It was a gain of 11. 30 seconds left in this third quarter. 2 second difference, between the game clock and the play clock. Rodgers will have Warren to his right here on 1st and 10 in Chargers territory. He's going to drop back. He's going to throw it to Pat Freiermuth, who's got a gain of 9. And that will be the last play of the third quarter. It's going to be 2nd and 1 when we come back. And we are 15 minutes away, which will probably be like 35, to seeing who will win this very, very interesting football game. I dropped my remote, so that's great. But once again, we're 15 minutes away from seeing who will win this somewhat interesting football game. Very low scoring, but anything low scoring could help. Once again, Jets-Patriots on Thursday Night Football. On Thursday, obviously. But, I mean, what is going to be happening is I go to channel activity. I mean, solid play there by Rodgers there on that first down play. Get something out of nothing, really. He got the ball to Freiermuth. Freiermuth was there. I mean, it did help a lot. I don't want YouTube Studio, guys. No YouTube Studio. But we are 15 minutes away, as I said, from deciding who the winner of this game will be. If you guys have not already done this, and if you're new here, drop a like, hit the subscribe button. We're on the road to 1,450 subscribers. Comment down below what you guys want me to do next. If you are new here, go ahead and share this to all your friends. Spread the word. And once again, I will be streaming the Eagles and Packers game tomorrow night. So look out for the notifications. So go ahead and turn that notification bell on as well, so you don't miss any of my streams like the Eagles and Packers game and videos I decide to make and post, and the shorts that do exist. Like, they do exist. The hundreds and hundreds of shorts that I have posted over the past 5 or so years. So yeah. My life, really. I don't care, because it's my life. Go ahead with your own life. Leave me alone. But once again, the Steelers will have the ball at 2nd and 1 with a fresh clock here. Bitter cold, strong gusty winds. Beautiful! Not really. They're going to be at the 35-yard line of the Chargers to start off this fourth quarter. It is raining heavily outside, but it is to no avail. Once again, for 2nd and 1, Rodgers is under center. We have a motion man, looks like to be Calvin Austin. They're going to give it to Warren here. It's going to be enough for the first down, so Steelers will go ahead and move the chains once again. 6th first down for the Steelers this game compared to the Chargers 13. Arthur Smith being the offensive coordinator for the Steelers. 1st and 10, looks like Rodgers will go under center once again. Jaylen Warren will be about 7 yards behind him. Motion man once again for the Steelers. Looks like to be Darnell Washington. They're going to go ahead and do a play action. Rodgers looking to quickly throw it to Jaylen Warren. Breaks off some tackles. He's got enough for the first down and more. Down to the 15 and to the 14 is Jaylen Warren. Jaylen Warren gets an 18-yard play. And the Steelers are in the red zone. Breaks a tackle. Avoids the tackle from Khalil Mack is Jaylen Warren. The diving tackle, I should say. So it's going to be 1st and 10 here. 87 total yards for Jaylen Warren tonight. He will be, once again, be around the 22-yard line. Motion man is Calvin Austin. They're going to give it to him once again. Jaylen Warren about down to the 9. And it's going to be a gain of 4. So it's going to be 2nd and 6. So 2nd and 6 here at the Chargers 9-yard line. 10-yard line, excuse me. Rodgers is again under center with Warren around at the 17-yard line. So 7-yard difference. We're going to have Ben Skowronek be the motion man. Rodgers is going to spike it. I don't know what that play was about, but it is an incomplete pass. Jalen Warren in the area. And I believe Jonnu Smith was there too. It's going to be 3rd and 6. Once again, Skoranek was the motion man. He was going to move from left to right. Rodgers was going to quickly throw it to DK, but Rodgers just didn't get enough time to throw it. Fake Eagles fan? Brother, this is the only Steelers jersey I got, and it's literally a Juju jersey. Don't blame me. 3rd and 6, Warren to, no, it's Gamel to Rodgers' left. They're going to drop back. Rodgers looking to his left. He's going to throw it over the head of Kenneth Gainwell, and it is 4th down. You're not real? Brother, what do you mean I'm not real? Jesus Christ. I'm going to regret taking this off my wall here. Yep, there goes the Jean jersey. Do you not see the Nick Foles jersey here? Do you not see the Nick Foles jersey? Brother, it's Nick Foles. Better than anyone else. Not really, but gave us the Super Bowl, and I appreciate it for that. 4th and 6. Frymouth in motion. Rodgers will drop back. Gainwell. Oh my, incomplete! Intended for DK Metcalf, and he is double covered. Bandwagon? Okay, brother. I'm a bandwagon. Yeah, shut up. Sorry that I can't be a fan of both teams. Sorry, not sorry. Chargers will go ahead and get the ball. We are going to go back to commercial break. I need to get my Cooper DeJean jersey back from the floor, and I'm going to have to get it off in the corner over here. Of course. Dude, it's literally into here. There we go. Yeah, God forbid I have a Cooper DeJean jersey, guys. Come on. You think I'm a bandwagon with the Eagles? I have more Eagles jerseys than the Steelers. I will shove this up your face, George, and KPJ. I will shove it in your face. No, technically I have more Flyers jerseys than Eagles jerseys. But that's beyond the point. That is beyond the point. Once again, we're on a commercial break. Sorry that my mom had to give me a Steelers jersey when I was in 8th grade, guys. Because apparently, God forbid, I need to be a Eagles and Steelers fan. There is going to be 12:41 left in this 4th quarter. Once again, the Chargers will have it at their own 10-yard line. Still on a commercial break, so you guys are not missing anything just yet. See, I have the Harper, the Nola, Hoskins, Turner, and then the Schwarber shirt. So, I have 4 Phillies jerseys and the Phillies shirt. We got the Foles and the Jean jersey, which is more jerseys than Riley has ever owned as a Packers fan. Sorry, Packers bandwagon. But we are back. It's going to be 1st and 10, as I said, at the Chargers 10. Chargers will have the ball here once again. Chargers looking to put this game away once and for all. Herbert will have Vidal to his left. They're going to have a motion man once again. Looks like it's going to be Trey Harris. Herbert will quickly throw to Quentin Johnston. Johnston will stiff arm man. Quentin Johnston jukes off. Jukes in, I should say. And he's going to get down at the 25. 1st and 10 for the Chargers once again. Gain of 15 on that one. They're going to show the replay on the 4th down play where Hart and Mickens being the one guarding DK Metcalf, covering him, I should say. and it was enough to deflect it out of his hands. I think I made the right decision benching DK Metcalf this game. 12 minutes left. Vidal will get the carry here and gets about 4 yards. So 4-yard gain for Vidal here. We're going to have a 2nd and 6. Second and 6 at the Chargers 29-yard line. It will be a beautiful, beautiful thing if the Steelers get the interception here. Maybe? No? Okay. Jalen Ramsey playing like 55 yards back, guys. Come on. 2nd and 6. We're going to have Vidal to Herbert's left. Keenan Allen, the motion man from left to right. We're going to have a potential Steelers blitz here. And we kind of do. Herbert's going to drop back, looking to his right. He's going to run to the right. He's going to throw it. And it's going to be incomplete. Intended for Keenan Allen. And it's going to be 3rd and 6. Did I start Keenan Allen this week? I don't think I started Keenan Allen this week. I had Metcalf, Shakir. Oh, no, I don't. I didn't start Keenan Allen. Thank God. I started A.J. Brown this week. That's right. Thank God. You know, Keenan Allen has 2 fantasy points. Metcalf has about 3. 3rd and 6. Herbert will drop back. Look to his left. He's going to throw it. And it is. It's complete to Matt McConkey. To the 35, 30, 25, 20. 1 man to beat. Jalen Ramsey will get there and tackle him at the 13. 58 yards. And the Chargers go from side to side. And they are in the red zone. 1st down. What a play from Ladd McConkey. Gets the ball away from Brandon Eccles, who was guarding, well, covering Ladd McConkey. He just couldn't beat Jalen Ramsey deep in coverage, because apparently he loves running 15,000 yards in coverage. But that puts Ladd McConkey over 100 yards. Herbert on 1st and 10 will give it to Vidal. Vidal will run to the outside, to the 10, 5, and he gets the 1st down, but not before hitting his own teammate, Quentin Johnston. But it is 1st and goal. 10 minutes left in this game. Chargers looking to put this game away. Vidal is over 100 total yards, and I believe he's at, 87 yards rushing? 90 yards rushing. So he's about 10 yards away from a 100-yard game. But it is 1st and goal for the Chargers at the 2-yard line. Fisk will be the motion man from right to left. Herbert will go ahead and give it to Vidal. Vidal will run up the middle, and it is a touchdown! Touchdown, Vidal! Kamani Vidal with the touchdown. 6 plays, 90 yards. And the Chargers are up 21-3. Great blocking from the Chargers offensive line. And the Chargers can make this a 19-point game. 9:26 left in this game. Kick is up, and it is good. Thought that was going to hit off the crossbar once again, but it did not. 22-3 is your score. Chargers are blowing this game away. Whole lot of blowouts in this week as a whole. But Vidal is up to 103 total yards. And he might have just sealed this game for the Chargers. Still think Metcalf could do it. But we are back on a commercial break, so you guys are not missing anything. Once again, the score is the Chargers 22 and the Steelers, 3. 9:26 left in the game here. The Warriors hold on to beat the Pacers 114-83. And the Timberwolves are going to most likely hold on to beat the Sacramento Kings 119-92. 8:52 left in that game. Once again, there's only 2 more games in the NHL. Both games are in their first intermission. The Avalanche are up 2-1 over the Canucks. And the Ducks are up 2-0 over the Winnipeg Jets. In the college basketball realm, we have Baylor beating Washington 78-69. But we're going to go ahead and, I guess, really just go with the stats here. Because there's only 3 games on besides this one. And this one's pretty much over. It's a basic blowout at this point. Aaron Rodgers so far is 9 for 21 with 91 yards. No touchdowns to 1 interception. The chicken went to Cancun for some reason. Jaylen Warren has 91 total yards, 70 rushing yards, 24 receiving yards. Pat Freiermuth has 2 receptions for 18 yards. DK Metcalf has 1 reception for 19 yards. Darnell Washington has 1 reception for 15 yards. Calvin Austin 1 reception for 8 yards. Same thing for Roman Wilson. Kenneth Gainwell has 2 rushing yards. Caleb Johnson has 3 rushing yards. Once again, the Philadelphia Eagles will be at home on Sunday Night Football to face Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions. That game is going to be very, very interesting, especially for the Lions and Eagles mindset here. Once again, Cameron Dicker will be kicking this ball off to the Steelers and Kenneth Gainwell. 9:26 left in this game. And the kick is away. Good kick from Cameron Dicker down at the end zone. He bobbles it to the 5, to the 10, to the 15, to the 20, to the 25. Stumbles a little bit to the 30. Stumbles once again. He's down at the 37. And a couple of stumbles doesn't hurt anyone. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Steelers. Solid return by Kenneth Gainwell there. So, the Chargers' last AFC West title was back in 2009. Broncos last won in 2015. And the Chiefs are 2.5 back. First time they did that since 2015. Chargers are 3-0 against divisional opponents. And the Chargers will face... They'll face the Jaguars next week. 1st and 10, Rodgers will drop back, look to his right. He's going to throw it, and it's going to be caught by DK Metcalf. Gain about 5 there. And it's going to be 2nd and 5. 9:05, 9:04, 9:03, 9:02, 9:01. 9 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Rodgers running a little bit of a no-huddle here. Gainwell is in the field. Well, he's on the field. He's going to go ahead and drop back. Rodgers has to throw that ball. He's going to go ahead and throw that out of bounds. Intended for, I believe that would be Roman Wilson? No, Roman Wilson's 10. Either way, there's a flag, and it's going to be holding on the Chargers. It's going to be a 1st down. So, 11 penalties. It's going to be Hart with the call there. Hart on the penalty. 1-on-1. Oh, yeah, it was intended for Gainwell. I forgot Gainwell's the one that wears 14, not anyone else. But it was Hart guarding or covering against DK Metcalf. Rodgers is at 10 for 22, 96 yards, and an interception. 1st and 10 for the Steelers at the 47-yard line. Gainwell's still in. He's going to go ahead and go as a receiver. So it's now shotgun. Rodgers drops back, looks to his left. He's going to throw it, and it's bobbled off the receiver, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson with the ball down at the 40 and the 39-yard line. It bobbles out of Calvin Austin's hands. You need hands to hold on to the dang football. And it goes right to Dante Jackson. The former Carolina Panther is right there to probably seal this game. And that is a brutal mistake from Calvin Austin. That was not Rodgers' fault whatsoever. It hit off his left hand, and it just doinks off to Dante Jackson. So with that, the Chargers will get the ball back once again. 2 interceptions from Aaron Rodgers. 8:39 left in this game. Herbert's going to go under center. Matlock will go behind Vidal. Well, Vidal's going to get the carry, I should say. He's going to be in front of Vidal. But it's going to be about a 2 or 3 yard gain there. So it's going to be 2nd and 7. And with this, the stutters. They're just going to run this ball away pretty much. So the Chargers will most likely go to 6 and 3. Well, 7 and 3, excuse me. 7 and 3. They're going to still be a game behind the Broncos. Well, probably a game and a half, really. 8:07, 8:06. Chargers making sure the time winds down. 2nd and 7. Herbert under center once again. This is going to be a motion man for Quentin Johnston from left to right. It's going to be a run for Vidal once again for about 2 yards. 1.5 or 2 yards there on that one. And it's going to be 3rd and a minimum 6. Chargers once again taking their sweet time, trying to make sure the clock winds down as fast as it can. But the Steelers will get another chance to try and score at least a touchdown this game, because this game is going to be a blowout if they don't. So it's 3rd and 6. Herbert with Vidal to his left. They're going to go ahead and do a pitch to him. Vidal is open running room from the outside. He's going to get a first down. Down at the 25 he goes. But there is a flag. And this could be coming back, by the way, too. Holding on the offense. So we got 12 penalties. Zion Johnson there on the hold. And it's going to stay 3rd down. 7 minutes on the clock on the news. We're going to have 3rd and 16 for the Chargers at the 45 of Pittsburgh. Steelers defense trying to stop them and trying for at least another field goal here. Herbert with Vidal to his right. Herbert will go ahead and snap it. He's going to drop back, look to his left. Herbert's going to try and run it up for the middle, but he's going to get stuffed and sacked. T.J. Watt gets the sack, and it is going to be 4th and 19. Field goal unit is probably going to be coming out onto the field here. Steelers call their second timeout with 6:35 left in this game. They are down to their one and lonely timeout. But once again, it is 4th down and 19. It looks like they might be bringing out the field goal unit. Oh no, there might be punting, but it would have been funny if they went for the field goal once again. I mean, from the 48 of Pittsburgh, you could just kick it. It's going to be, what, a 65-yard field goal? That's battery. So far, T.J. Watt is a half sack away from beating his brother in 20 less games. Well, yeah, 20 less games. He's just a half a sack away from beating him. But it is 4th and 19, as I said, from the Steelers' 48. They will go ahead and punt this ball away. So there's going to be no field goal attempt here. J.K. Scott will go ahead and punt this ball as far as he can. J.K. Scott is there. It is away. They call it fair catch. He never caught the ball. The ball's loose, and the Chargers recover. Drew Phillips is there to recover the fumble. It will stay Chargers ball. 1st and 10. And the Chargers get second life once again. They call fair catch. I believe that is Williams there to call the fair catch. It is out of his reach. It touched his hands. He tries to get there, but to no avail. Pittsburgh flumber. Well, they failed to do anything. Keyshawn Williams was there. He just couldn't hold on to the football. Chargers recover, and they are at the 21 of the Steelers. 6:25 left in this game. It is raining heavily right now because they are sad the Steelers are going to lose another game. Yeah. So, 1st and 10 for the Chargers with second life once again. And it's going to be a motion man for Matlock. They're going to give it to Vidal. Vidal is going to get stuffed. Cameron Hayward is there to stuff Vidal. It's going to be 2nd and 14. Am I even saying the right guy? I don't think I am. Fisk is the one that's 42, right? Okay, yeah, it's Fisk. Fisk is the one that's the motion man, not the other guy. So yeah, Matlock is not... Oh yeah, Matlock is in. He's at number 44, okay. So it's going to be 2nd and 14 for the Chargers. Matlock will be the one on their... Well, he's going to be the one behind Herbert and Vidal. Matlock's in motion. He's going to give the ball to Vidal once again. Vidal will go ahead and get stuffed once again. 1 yard loss, and it's going to be 3rd and 15. Now we're going to change this. Kamani Vidal season. So once again, it's 3rd and 15, 5:10 left in this game. Matlock is in between, and Fisk will be the motion man from right to left. Vidal will go ahead and get the ball once again. This time he's going to get positive yardage. It's going to be about a 4-yard gain, 3 or 4 yards. And this time they will go ahead and kick the field goal because they are now in range. Fourth and 13 from the Pittsburgh 24. The Steelers did call their final timeout. No more timeouts for Pittsburgh. And they need to make something out of nothing because they're going to be down 22. The only points they have gotten was the field goal. Cameron Dickers, 2 for 3. He made a 32 of 59 and then missed a 55. This is a 42-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. Snap is good. Kick is up from the right. It is. It's good. It went very wide right, but it went back to the left just enough to give the Chargers the 3 points that they deserved. So with that, the Chargers are up 25-3. Kickoff and wow. 25-3 is your score. What is with the blowouts this week, man? Come on, what is with the blowouts? Oh my god. Yeah, I don't think bringing out the Steelers jersey was a smart idea by me. Oh well. They were going to lose another game sometime. But once again, if you're new here and you're enjoying this stuff, drop a like, hit the subscribe button. We're on the road to 1,450 subscribers. Comment down below what you guys want me to do next. Once again, I will be doing the Eagles and Packers game tomorrow. And after that, I have no idea. I will try and definitely do the Sunday night game next week with the Lions and the Eagles. And maybe see if I can do a Sixers game. When is the next Sixers game after Tuesday? Friday. Ooh, I will definitely do Friday. Friday against the Detroit Pistons will be the next day after Monday Night Football. So, with that, we have our schedule for this week. I am on the limited schedule. Please trust me. I can only do limited games for as many days as I can. I am not some certain guy that does 3 football games a day, 7 days a week, and 364 days of the year. But yeah, that is the schedule for this week. Steelers will go ahead and get the ball back as well. I'm going to change this while we can because they're still on a commercial break. And as of right now, Aaron Rodgers' completion percentage is the second lowest in his career. The yards per pass is the third lowest in his career. And the QBR in this game is a 19.5, the lowest in his career. We have hit the 3-hour mark of this stream. If you have enjoyed this, drop a like and subscribe. Cameron Dicker will go ahead and kick this ball back to the Steelers. He has had a busy night tonight. The kick is away. And they're going to backpedal all the way to the end zone and take a knee for a touchback. So we're going to have a first and wow here. Okay, it's 1st and 10 for the Steelers at the 35. A lot of offensive problems for the Steelers tonight, especially from Aaron Rodgers. The offensive line is not giving as many blocks as he had hoped. And he's been mainly just overthrowing and underthrowing some passes. He's not really accurate tonight. He's 0 for 4 out of the pocket this game. 1st and 10, Rodgers is going to throw it. It's going to be caught. And it's going to be Calvin Austin for a gain of 6. It's going to be 2nd and 4. Steelers are going to have to go no huddle here because they have no timeouts. Anyways, still no passes completed outside the pocket. Rodgers, 4:30 left in this game. Play action will quickly throw to Pat Freiermuth. Freiermuth will truck a dude. First down and more. To the 45 of the Chargers they go. It is a 1st and 10 for the Steelers. Will they actually score a touchdown this drive? We'll find out. Dante Jackson was the one that got trucked there. It's going to be 1st and 10 there. 15-yard gain from Freiermuth. Rodgers dropping back. He's going to just throw it on the ground. That's going to be intentional grounding probably. He just spiked that ball into the ground. Like he just spiked it with everybody worried around him. But right now it is just 2nd and 10. No one was in the area of that ball. Harbaugh wants the intentional grounding call. There is no call for intentional grounding. There is no call for intentional grounding. I don't know why. There is no one in the area besides the offensive lineman. Broderick Jones, the only one closest to that football. So it's going to be 2nd and 10, 4:03 left in this game at the Chargers 44. Rodgers turning 42 next month. He's going to drop back, look to his right. He's going to throw it quickly, and it's going to be incomplete. Only had 1 foot in is Calvin Austin. And it's going to be 3rd and 10. Less than 4 minutes left in this game. And this game will almost slowly be over. The painful sadness of being a Steelers fan. Partially me, not really most of me. The Steelers will go ahead and go 5 and 4 most likely. Their chances of winning the division are basically a third of what the Ravens are. 3rd and 10 for the Steelers. Kenneth Gainwell is going to make a shotgun play for Rodgers. He's got to snap this ball. He will. He's going to look to the left. He's going to throw it. It's going to be caught for DK Metcalf, and they get the first down. Gain about 12 there, 11 or 12 there. They're going to get out of bounds and move the chains. The clock is not going to move. So once again, 3:55 left in this game. It's going to be a 1st and 10 at the Steelers 33. Kenneth Gainwell is still in. He's going to make it another shotgun play. Kind of, not really, but still. He's going to be behind, behind Metcalf, I believe. So Rodgers is going to go ahead and look to his left. He's going to be getting he's going to get Gainwell here for about 2. I don't think he went out of bounds. He did not. So it's going to be 2nd and 8. They're going to go ahead and go no huddle here. 3:40 left in this game. Rodgers needs to get something out of this. They're down 22. Rodgers with Gainwell to his left. Rodgers is going to drop back, look to his left. He's going to give it to Jonnu Smith. Jonnu Smith will get about 4. It's going to be 3rd and 4. Once again, not getting anywhere near out of bounds. And they will have to go no huddle here once again. Metcalf only has 3 receptions for 35 yards. That's 6.5 fantasy points for people that have him starting tonight. Rodgers with Gainwell to his left. 3rd and 4. Rodgers will drop back, look to his right. He's going to throw it. It's going to be caught for Calvin Austin. 1st down and more. 10, 5. That's not Calvin Austin. It's a touchdown. Roman Wilson. Touchdown. And the lead goes down by, I don't know, 16? Hey, at least they scored a touchdown. Roman Wilson. Nice route. Crisp route. Getting Dante Jackson on his heels. Wasn't enough to tackle him. And with that, the Steelers are getting a touchdown. It's a miracle. The extra point is up and good. As always. Because it's Chris Boswell. He doesn't miss. We can talk about the 59-yarder. But it is a 59. Okay, that's not a 59. It's a 25-10 lead. And it's probably going to be an onside kick. Onside kick is probably what's going to be the most likely possibility for the Steelers here. They have not converted an onside kick just yet this year. Very, very low chance of it happening. But it is a 25-10 game. Steelers are down 15. So, hey. It's a 2-possession game. I mean, hey. Anything could happen. 2:57 left in this game. I believe the Steelers will go with an onside kick, and they will. 35 attempts, 3 of them were successful. So it is definitely possible. The question is, what will happen here? Boswell will go ahead and kick it. And this one's going to be easily recovered by the Chargers. Not even a chance. 1st and 10 for the Chargers. They're going to run this clock out. 2:56 left in this game. Herbert's going to run this ball with Vidal most likely to end this game. Joe Hortis is the GM for the Chargers. The Chargers. 1st and 10 for the Chargers. They're at the Pittsburgh 49 here. Vidal to Herbert's right. They're going to have a motion man. It's going to be Keenan Allen with the jet sweep. They're going to get about 8 yards there. 7 yards. Good play call from them. Steelers can't stop the time. They're celebrating around Keenan Allen. Because that jet sweep gives him the career-leading catches as a Charger. He's the career leader as a Chargers receiver. He passes Antonio Gates with 956 receptions. In his second stint with the Chargers, he's going to go ahead and get the celebration that he wanted. But once again, Antonio Gates is no longer the career reception leader for the Chargers. It is Keenan Allen in his second stint with the Chargers. We have hit the 2-minute warning. They're showing Super Bowl 59 highlights. They're going to show next week's Sunday Night Football game with the Eagles and Lions. This game will be at the link next week. This game's going to be good. Thanks for the good call. Have a good night. You too, Tom. I will probably see you Friday. If everything goes well. No, I'll be seeing you tomorrow. I'm stupid. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. The Eagles and Packers game. Right. Silly me. I forgot about tomorrow. Good thing I submit that assignment. 2 minutes left in this game. This game's pretty much over. They're going to run this ball out with Vidal. Or they even could run this. No, they need the first down first. So 3 more yards and this game will most likely be over. Not like it already is over, but just to put the ceiling on the roof, I guess. And then the Vidal will go ahead and run it to the inside. He's going to get stuffed. This is about 2. So it's going to be 3rd and 5. Vidal looking to get something out of this. Keenan Allen is done for tonight. Nope, I'm kidding. He's going to go back on the field here on this 3rd and 5. It's not like he's going to get a reception here. Gadsden did not return. Neither did Darius Slay or Joey Porter Jr. So that's good to know. Keenan Allen just dropped something behind the line of scrimmage. I don't know what it was. But Herbert's going to be under center on this 3rd down with Vidal like 7 yards out. They're going to give the ball to Vidal. Vidal will get enough for the first down, and this game is over. This game is over. This game's over. 1 knee will end this. 52 seconds and ticking is this game. 45, 44, 43, 42, 41, 40 seconds in this game. 1 kneel from Herbert will end it, and there it is. Pittsburgh Steelers get absolutely dominated by the Los Angeles Chargers by the final score of, 25-10. Whole lot of penalties in this game. I forgot I'm reversed camera here, so it's flipped. 12 penalties in this game. Chargers had 2 tush-push counters because they were the only ones in the first quarter, I believe. But with that, we are going to get set for tomorrow night. Big game tomorrow night with the Philadelphia Eagles traveling to Lambeau Field to face the Green Bay Packers in the snow. And if you know the Eagles, they play very, very well in the snow. But anyways, I would like to thank you all so much for watching. Like and subscribe. We're on the road to 1,450 subscribers. And if you're also already subscribed, go ahead and share this to your friends and spread the word. The more people in the stream, the better for the stream. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Once again, your final score is the Chargers 25 And the Pittsburgh Steelers 10. Yeah. I will go ahead and prepare everything for tomorrow. I will see you guys then. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you tomorrow. As always, go Birds and take it easy.